Hey, I heard the restart, so I guess our timer's over. Welcome to Friday Night D&D with DM Kalsto. Do not know
Hello,
why we
everyone.
had no timer, but we're here now.
Yeah, it took us a couple minutes to notice, anyways. But yeah, happy Friday, everybody! And someone apparently has an affiliate anniversary,
Apparently,
so
I do.
congratulations.
I didn't realize it had been that long, and at the same time, thought it'd been longer.
Funny how that goes. Well, it doesn't say which anniversary because it's been a while, right?
Yeah, because we've been streamed 3 years, 4 years on stream. I don't remember. We've been playing
something
5,
like
so it's.
We streamed, I think, like episode 30. But yeah, no, it's been a hot second. But congratulations, nonetheless.
But so I started streaming. I don't know if it's today or when that popped up. If it's the week of.
It's saying on chat right now, so it's prompting everybody. So it must be within somewhere in here, I'd imagine.
Yeah, it's because 4 days till my birthday. So I guess I started streaming around then.
Very nice.
I'm gonna make coffee, and I gotta go check on a brisket. So I'll be right back.
Oh, brisket! I want to go with him, but instead I'll give a recap while he's gone. So picking up where you guys left off last week, you had explored that cavern that you'd come through, looking for these different nesting areas where these void spawn may be. Exploring through this one, you managed to find a couple variations on the void spawn you hadn't seen before. Actually surprising a couple of smaller ones, making quick work at them. You did find it funny, though, as Deft kind of held one and made quick work of it. As Patrick accidentally kind of came into view of one, it didn't seem to really consider Patrick much of a threat until combat started and he pummeled it to death. After that, unfortunately, it seems like there were some much larger variations, even including a hint and a brief sighting of what appeared to be a queen. We made quick work of the ones inside. We were ambushed from behind by some other strange newer ones as well. But between the two of you and Baron being practically invulnerable to everything that all these creatures do for this work, you were able to kind of make quick work of them. Pursued, got everyone up who had been downed. Unable to find really where exactly the queen went. You did find the path she took, which led you to a very interesting dwarven corpse, kind of held against a wall, with a backpack secured with one arm and a sword extended with the other pointing out that glowed. You inspected it, found some boots, some armor, the sword, and a strange needle in a box. After that, you kind of started searching the bits of the cavern before heading off or potentially maybe looking for that queen, when Baron and Deft came upon a very strange egg sack. It looked like the ones you had come into here that seemingly had already been used, except there was still something in here. Upon approaching it, it tried to repel you with psychic and mental energies. After a while, you made some quick work of it, killed it, discovering that it was some sort of new type of void spawn, which seemed to be much like the Illithid and the void spawn, with the benefits of both. With this new discovery is kind of where we left off. So with that, do we have the map up yet? I'll drop it and you can drop when he gets back.
Oh no. Well, it turns out the insulated armor is overriding my scale mail.
Here, I'll fix it in a second. Alright, so we got that one. Alright, so with that, what do you guys want to do?
Time do we have on the wall course?
I would say in total, you probably only got like 5 minutes left because there's 10 minutes total, right?
Yep.
You cast it, came in combat, explored a little bit, so I'd say half duration left for sure. Don't everybody all go at once, jeez, guys.
Either we look for the queen or we go back up.
I can't just leave it down here. It's just going to start things up again.
Aye, the skillet.
For the queen then.
You know where it is or how to find it?
Oh,
No.
Oh, by the way, Solomon, I think I mentioned this last week, but as a reminder, you still do occasionally see movement in the water like you saw when you'd first arrived in the cavern.
Mm-hmm.
can I deploy
Does-
the ball?
Anyone else see it?
The water?
Yeah, Def saw it.
The thing in the water.
No,
Not-
the thing
not
in the
well.
water was no one's actually seen it quite yet. This is the longer one.
Yep, I'm aware. It's the long.
I'd say from where Deft is, given his passive perception, yeah, he probably sees movement in the water as well. But it doesn't seem like erratic. It seems more calm. But yeah, whatever it is, it does look bigger.
Want to stick your head in, take a look?
Who are you looking at when you say that?
You. You're by the water.
Why the hell would I do that?
See what it is.
I'll do it.
Yeah, Patrick's gonna do it. What are you, a coward?
Is it?
Do you really think you're the kind of person that can intimidate me to do anything?
Nope.
That's what I thought.
Is it deep water?
We'll make fun of you though if Patrick does
Mhm.
it.
It looks, I mean, it's at least 15 feet in like the shallow parts. It is darker though, because in this area, there's not really a whole lot of light other than, do you still have that sword out, Deft?
Mhm.
That's the only light in this room unless one of you produces light. Actually, Deft, roll a 2-100, you dumb shit.
3.
In the water, moving towards the only light source.
That's what I thought.
You just see movement in the water coming up towards you. What do you do? Dun 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 dun.
Yeah. Respectfully. I'm gonna toss the sword. Right here.
That's so messed up. Okay, you chuck it.
All right, throw an attack at me.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I'm not throwing it with force. I'm just hugging it.
Shield curse.
Shield curse, all thrown weapons.
It's gonna stick to Solomon like a magnet.
I hope
Yep.
it does. The goofy goober.
This is the best. Alright, so seeing this creature come towards you, you throw it. Go ahead and roll an attack at Solomon.
You're lucky you're a goober and not, malicious.
You don't hit him with it, but you almost do. So the sword lands probably like right at your feet, Solomon. Maybe like 5 feet away.
I mean, I'll pick it up.
Okay. As you pick it up,
Mhm.
being a little bit further back, this creature's gonna wrap around, so it basically is gonna come in. If you're looking at the map, it's gonna like swim through here, and then its body like curves while it's still coming this way, almost like a worm, and it's coming back out this direction.
It's leaving.
Yeah. Well, it's not doing anything like in a fast motion. It's just seemingly swimming around in here, almost like it's just a pond and it's a fish. And you just happen to be the tasty bug that was floating above. Def, though, let me see if I can get you a picture. Because it did. You have a very good view on it. Here you go, buddy. Have a preset one. There you go, Deft. If you'd like a size comparison, see that little tiny thing on the bottom left-hand side?
Mhm.
That's a human.
Nope.
But yeah, it's just swimming. Doesn't seem to do much else.
Nope. Mm-mm.
Just continues swimming around in this water.
So, what's the call then?
Wow, we're gonna look
What-
for Queen. That's
what
not
are
the
you
Queen.
Were you gonna
What
try
was-
your little ball?
I was gonna, but then I'll give my little ball a try. I think it's just. Hold on. I think it's just objects.
I believe you are correct.
Yeah, it's just objects. But it wants to maybe follow some tracks in the dust. That would be just swell.
Tracks disappear.
Yeah, because it basically started climbing up the walls. It more or less doesn't leave much in regards to tracks because it looks like these have been used a lot. So it's all like broken up stone that's been clawed at.
Great.
And I did forget to mention, I know you guys know, but you did also manage to make contact with Leah, who informed you that she did have a run-in with that dragon very far away. Wasn't able to kill it, but did manage to keep that body away from it, and apparently killed its ride. So it is currently on a 2 to 3 week flight back that it has no way to circumvent. So you have a window of opportunity as well.
No longer need to deal with the brains at the moment.
Oh no, we still need to deal with the brains. This is our opportunity to deal with the brains.
I mean, isn't the main problem the guy who's controlling it?
Well, yeah.
It's all a problem. But this is a beast that has more than one head. You can't just cut off one.
Who's to say they can't just switch who the brains are empowering either?
I'm gonna start looking in the tunnels for the Queen.
I think those are too small.
I will.
There's a bunch all over this place. That was the downside. You kind of figured, roll a survival check and just see. So you guys still have goodies too. Don't forget about those.
Yeah. Can I roll investigation instead, since I'm not really tracking anything? Okay.
Well, if you're looking for something specific, it's more of a tracking type, unfortunately.
5.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Guess I'll go hang out near Death. I'll stick with Death for now.
All right, so you fly back down to where he is.
Is there a hole in the roof the queen could climb through?
Not the roof specifically, but like up in the walls, there are numerous different holes that go in and out. Some big enough for the queen as well.
Can I look at my map and see if there's any other chambers that are connected to this one?
As you go, based on what you had, there's nothing really chamber size. There's a lot of connecting tunnels, but most of the larger chamber components you had already explored or destroyed.
So if she ran down a tunnel, likelihood is she's probably running maybe half a day out to get to anything suitable for like a area to rest
Not
in.
necessarily half a day, because there are numerous tunnels that go through. Like if she got to that tunnel where Egg is, for example, that can go in numerous different directions. So there are like larger spaces, but nothing immediately where it can go and like might directly be. It's just accessing a larger cave system.
Okay.
I'm going to fly up and kind of send some firebolts down some of the larger tunnels, see if I can't see anything.
Roll a D100 just out of plain curiosity as you throw these firebolts down the tunnel. See anything down that one? Want to do another one?
Yeah. How tall is this cover?
Well, this one, it's still this part, maybe like 22 feet-ish. Yeah, you can throw as many firebolts as you want down. There's probably like 3 to 5 different paths potentially. They're much larger that are immediately obvious. But you do need a D100 every time you throw a firebolt down one. For no particular reason at all.
I suppose I'll roll them, you tell me when to stop.
Mm-hmm.
These are getting slightly or progressively higher. That one, on the other hand?
Keep throwing them down, you don't see anything.
Oh, that was almost a 1.
Alright, as you throw the 5th one, you just throw it. And as you do, you just see it kind of go through and you see hundreds of little eyes just like glistening in the light looking back at you guys. And then you just see like this big swarm of like, they're not bats, but they're close to bats, just kind of fly through. They're not void spawn, don't worry. They just fly through the cavern and then go through that opening out that you made when the chamber you came up collapsed. So they just go out to the open sky.
Well, definitely not down that one. I don't see any of their holes she could have gone through up here.
Well, unless anybody has any bright ideas, I don't think we're finding the queen.
I try and peer into the ethereal plane to see if there's, I don't know, void spawn residue.
Sure, what's the distance on this ability? I forget. Or is it
60
just to your
feet
sight? Sure.
Out of
Go ahead.
back up here.
Go ahead and make... Oh, do you want to go there? Wherever you decide to be, make a 60-foot radius for your view. Let's see what you can see. As you activate it, you don't really notice anything of specific note.
Oh no. Just says dark vision and ethereal sight.
Oh, does it have a range?
No, it's still 60 feet.
Okay. Yeah, you don't see anything within this range.
Oh, that's active until I finish a short rest.
I do have a long shot idea. That dead guy might know.
Didn't you take his head, Deft? I feel
Why
like...
would-
Oh? Yes?
Why?
No?
Yeah,
Why
you did.
would
You
he
put it.
know?
You put it in his backpack.
Nobody saw that.
That you
No,
roommate
not the
carried.
skeleton.
Mhm.
The mind flare thing.
The
thing
egg
that-
we just crushed?
The thing that hatched from an egg just now?
It's probably connected to the hive mind. So it probably knew. Probably knew a lot of things.
I don't think anything down here is going to be super inclined to help.
Perhaps we should go consult egg.
I think the big thing in the water is going to be a problem.
What was it?
Worm. Ish.
You intend to fight it?
It'll probably be fine. did it look like a void spawn worm?
It just looked like a big, yucky worm.
Did it have like a sharp stinger on its tail?
Sharp stinger, yes. Tail, no.
So go ahead and fly down, kind of conjure up an image of a purple worm. Something like this?
Not quite.
You have minor illusion, don't you, Duff?
Yeah, almost like a worm.
Alright, let me pull it up real quick. So you go to give it the best you can. There you go, Ari.
Actually,
Or anyone who wants
it's a
to look at
purple
it. Jack can look at it too. It's not a purple worm.
Oh, that one's fun.
Baron, do you know what this thing is?
I could take a little look at it and see. Yeah, I guess, is there anything that I can do to better identify this?
You wouldn't know specifically what it is. It is an aberration, so it's not something that just naturally is occurring or from your world. So none of you really know what this is specifically.
Well, I'm not from here. Do I know what it is?
No. Have you seen it yet? Maybe you're. Oh, also, by the way, and you can repair it just through your healing and repair process. Your lens is a little bit cracked from getting an inner jaw bite directly to the eye.
Oh, okay.
So you can still see, but it might not be fully watertight. Just forewarning you.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a pretty high passive perception, right?
It's 21. It's 21.
Yeah, so you can kind of sit there because you haven't really moved too much. As it swims around and you kind of get the body makeup of it. I don't have any immediate records on this one though. If you got a little bit closer, if you were like out of the water and you had more time to observe it, you might be able to derive more. But swimming around the water right now, basically you can pick up like the body shape.
Okay.
But interestingly enough, you do, as you kind of look through, you almost can like overlay your map in real time and see like where the edges and like the bottom of this would be with like an outline.
Mm-hmm.
So it gives you a full, like a 4D spectrum.
Lovely. And that thing's just going to be slithering around in the water in these tunnels. It might have been a guard dog of sorts. Brought in here by Rakshar to keep the nest safe for any aqua trespassers.
Why isn't it attacking?
You watch, actually, as it's been here a while, you watch this head come up out of the water, and it seems to go up on shore, and it starts consuming something. You just watch it, like, eating the eggs.
Long shot.
That looks like a parasite.
Consumes it, and once it's done, it just sinks back down. And that egg is dead.
How we feeling about this, boys?
Well, it maybe it ate the queen?
I think we would have heard that.
You're right. Well, it's definitely eating them, so at the moment it's not a problem. Future problem, well, that's another story.
When it popped its head out, did I get a better look at it?
Sure, roll a D100 just as it pops its head out and you kind of like go to attempt to scan it.
Oh well.
You don't get a name, but you get a good idea of it. It is a gargantuan creature. You would easily be able to tell though, because you did get eyes on the queen, if I do recall. There is no way, as big as this thing is, there's no way that it could like fully consume that queen with its body shape.
No, you're right. You would have heard something.
That's what you're playing.
I don't know where she could have gone. Is that another egg over there?
The one that just
That's
ate?
the one he ate.
Oh, okay.
Then I suggest we finish destroying this nest and perhaps consult our local hive mind enthusiast, Egg, see if he can pick up on her.
I don't think we have any other choice.
Unless Solomon has found anything else with his special eyes, because he wandered deeper, he wandered back into the original cabin.
Oh, I know, he hasn't seen anything yet. I've seen all the places he's going.
It'd be funny when it's all in the middle, isn't it?
No idea.
Uh-oh.
What happened? Uh-oh, what?
I crashed.
Oh,
Oh, you crashed.
does the sword ever stop?
It does not.
I would have rather.
That's fine. Yeah, it just seems to be like a natural element of the weapon itself.
Does this go deep? Or is this like underwater?
That's just all water next to it. There's nothing that goes through under there.
I'm just gonna echo hop across that whole area over there.
Totally fine. As you do echo cop across with your vision active,
Uh-huh.
you do sense an aura. It is the same purple aura you'd sensed previously. There's another egg
Is it?
below you. Well, above you, but below you.
Oh, up. Hmm. Does it look like it could be moved easily?
It looks like it's kind of attached to the stone. If you could find a way to disconnect it from whatever's adhering it there, potentially. I mean, it'd be a little bit of a pain to bring back, but you could do it if you really needed to. There's a exit out to the open air. You don't have to swim through all the tunnels and things.
I don't think that's his idea.
Do you think I respect my 9 life stealer in any capacity?
Oh, please. I'll always do it. Also, by the way, your 5 minutes is up.
Yep. No, I know.
Ooh, Tanya, D100. Let's see how our friends are faring.
For millennia, the vessel maidens have died so you could live. Now feel the unending abyss of their
Kate's lagging the game because she's logging back in. Oh. Okay.
Why don't you
93.
Oh.
the torment that now
Do you want to use your inspiration on that?
You should.
Or
Alright. Roll another one. You want low.
so I won 100 this time, right?
Uh-uh.
That is better. Okay. That will fare much better for you guys. Alright, so you have the egg.
90% of the dwarves are dead.
Oh, do I actually get it off the connected?
Depends what you want to do.
Oh, I'm basically just using my 9 life stealer as a chisel.
Okay, I didn't know if you wanted to 9 life stealer it or if you were just 9 life stealering it away.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm picking it up. I'm carrying it with me.
Yeah, your sword, being what it is, you can easily kind of separate it. it is rather sticky. While it's not hard for you to carry because you are ridiculously strong, it is bigger than you.
Oh, that's fine.
You just see Solomon walking towards you guys with one of these big ass egg sacks.
I throw it in the water.
Yep.
Even the worm?
Yep. Yeah. Let the worm do the work.
Solomon.
Did you guys?
Yeah.
As you sit there, you throw it, and it doesn't like make any splashing, but like it almost shakes a little bit. Like the thing inside is kind of starting to move around, and then you just see slowly heading from the south up towards that direction, something big moving in the water.
Techno. Can that thing fly?
I would go across here.
Ooh, acrobatics check.
Okay. Without issue.
Yeah, so it's like it parkours without issue. All right, so yeah, you watch as the worm creature makes its way over, and as you see the splashing, all of a sudden you see some thrashing in the water, and then everything goes back to being silent, and you see like some gunk float up.
Do you think that you could have missed any more?
I will say for Solomon, because you have now walked the entire cavern, you can pick up the aura. The only thing that you guys can really tell that's still alive in this chamber other than you is the worm.
The worm is the only.
Let sleeping dogs fly.
Agreed.
Well, then I guess let's head back.
All right, which way are you guys going?
How are we going back?
Up the cavern?
As you do go to the lip to where you need to go up, I will say as you look down, where that giant river was going straight through before, it's just emptying downward. You've probably made some very large changes in these subtunnels that might take a while to even out, but we'll say the water table just got a little bit deeper.
Can I start doing a aquatic simulation of my map so I can make sure I know which places are flooded or not now?
Yeah, actually roll an intelligence check. That's a very good point, because you do have a full map of it, so you can see.
9. My processing power is really slow, guys.
Yeah, you did go down, so you're like, take a second. It does look like at the depth you are, because you are much shallower where you guys currently are than where you were taking that lift to. This does kind of go through some of those. Were you present for all of the cave ceilings? I think you were, right?
Yeah.
Other than anything recently would have been.
I missed the 2 top ones. That's
fine.
But all the stuff at the bottom, I was around and involved in.
You can kind of just run it really quickly in your head. Thankfully, based on some of the areas you sealed off, it doesn't look like it goes through any areas that are inhabited, except for one tunnel that kind of cuts through the middle of kind of where they were provisioning and building out. So they likely did get hit by some water, but based on what you see, that should continue on to Egg's Hole and then go down from there. So it shouldn't rise and flood or anything like that. Or if it is, it's going to take a really, really, really long time.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, so you guys go to the edge and you're just flying straight up and out?
Yeah.
Can everyone fly?
I can climb.
You would climb easy enough.
I can teleport us back.
I've picked up Solomon before in the past. He could probably just
You can climb
walk
too
his
if you
arms
want.
around my neck.
I'll climb too.
Okay.
Yeah, and as you go to climb, Solomon, those blades come out like how you were holding them before to help you go.
Mm-hmm.
So both of you can get up without issue. It's trivial for you at this point.
Is the hole big enough for the Titan to even fit?
Oh yeah, it's a fairly large hole. Can he fly, or is he going to have to climb
No,
too?
he'd have to climb.
All right, roll an athletics check for the Shadow Titan.
Oh, hold on. Add an extra 6 to that. It has plus 12 athletics, not 6.
Plus 12. You guys hold on. Got it. Grabs on. And he
Starts climbing, slips. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm good at this.
It's that other hand. He was only using one hand and then he threw the other one in.
Your boy got a plus 12.
Yeah. That has an athletics of 12.
Giants.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
But yeah, so they can climb up with that issue. That's fine. Def can fly. Ari can fly. Baron can't fly. Tanya can fly. Baron, how are you getting out of there?
Can you tie a rope to your dwarven thrower, hurl it, and let it yank you across?
Well, the problem is that then the dwarven thrower returns to my hand after I throw it.
Right, but after it hits its target, you just got to throw it further to pull you across the deal. Then it'll come back to you.
I think he's a little bit too chunky compared to the force of the hammer.
You can take a ride with the giant.
You can ride on the giant's back, or you can climb. You have pretty good athletics, don't you?
I do have pretty good athletics. And I also have pickaxe. I was using pickaxes to climb down the hole. I still got those.
You do. It hasn't been a whole day, otherwise you could fly out of here. If you wanted.
Unfortunately.
I'm so looking forward to the next day.
Can Tanya carry him?
You are pretty beefy. Yeah, just roll an athletics check. Just because he is bigger and his skin is a little bit more durable and heavy these days.
I'm also real sparkly, I've been told.
Okay, Edward.
All right, yeah, it takes a while. It's kind of like airlifting out like a big object. So you're the last thing to come out, but you guys all make it out without issue. You're on like the rear side of the mountain, more or less. So you can go up and fly into where those griffin roosts were.
Thank you, lass.
Alright, so I'll move you back inside.
I'll give you an IOU for now.
Oh my gosh, I forgot all the art you guys drew on our Griffin's Rest battle map. Alright, I'm going to get rid of all of your bombs out front. We'll leave the blood, though, as a reminder. Alright, so you guys would come in on the eastern side, so let me get all of you. Oh, Patrick. Shadow Titan would probably have to wait outside. Ari. Oh, I figured out why the square spacing, it's not like snapping to grid automatically on the first drop out of the combat tracker anymore. That's why the lines all looked like they were off when I was complaining. Once you adjust them, they're good. Like, see how Patrick is slightly off? And then you can fix them. Baron. Faye is up here. This guy's no longer here. Kale's up here. Deft. Theirs is already up here. Rosie will come say hi. Their egg's gone. And Solomon. Okay, that's everybody, right? All right, so you're all now up, and there's Khan.
Thanks
Still
for
laying
helping,
up back
guy. And I'll go ahead and dispel the Titan.
He just watches it, waves its hand as it disperses into shadows.
Just missed her, I'm afraid. You showed up a minute too
Alright, let's go tell the king what we found.
Let's see if they need help first.
You want to stop her?
You know,
Stop her.
Did you
Oh,
forget?
yeah, the flooding.
Show me. Oh. I see.
How's it looking up here?
It's very hard to walk through because this place is still very full. Everyone here looks fine. Khan's like, oh, hey, what's up, guys?
I can tell. She's clumsy with it.
Hey, is there like no panic at all or anything?
Everyone who's panicking is in the lower levels.
Yeah,
These
you
guys
have to
are
take
fine.
the lift. You have to go down the lift.
How's the evacuation going?
This is where you entered in. I don't know. I heard there was flooding, but it's kind of tight and packed. They've been bringing up people, but I don't know.
How far down does the lift go?
You're not actually certain. It was like 800 to 1,000 feet-ish or so for those that have gone down.
I think I can help get people out of here faster.
Go speak to Agony. She's farewell,
You,
traveler.
your gate thing that far?
I can send it down that far. I don't know if I can get it to the front door, but I can at the very least get the lift out of the way.
The shot.
And where's the lift on the map?
Where the green arrow is pointing.
No.
There's a wall there. You have to go the other way. It's all open, though, at this point. You have to go down and then through the other room below you.
Oh, okay. We'll head around then.
There should not be a wall here, actually.
Are you passive-walling just because you can?
Do you feel it?
Shoot, no, I'm not. I'm out of 5th level spell slots. Go around.
Okay.
Nice. All right, so
turns out there is a wall there.
that is a
Is the
very
lift-
packed area because they're bringing them out. It's currently on its way back up at the moment.
Okay.
But you guys
She'll
can fly.
kind of squeeze. Oh yeah, she'll fly over. Once this one's up, send it down. I'm going to open portals. One up here and one at the bottom.
And it always ends.
And they'll make a spot for you. Got it.
See
Death washes his hands.
inside the
monolith. Deft, as you put your hands in the water,
realities
you get this very, very
against their fate.
dark feeling.
But no matter their sacrifice,
You don't know what it is.
they fell.
You feel a little bit colder.
Champions.
Okay.
Empire.
Now that I'm screwing with Death. So it comes back up. They unload a couple more dwarfs. You catch it back down.
Well,
Yeah.
she'll be at like a kind of a median between.
From me.
And once it's down, I am going to cast a distance spelled Arcane Gate, one at the top and one at the bottom.
Okay, so you're just trying to do auto lift from the bottom of the lift to the top, because it doesn't have to be within visual range, basically.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, I mean,
I know what you're going for. That's fine. So
if I was up here, could I spawn one? I've got 1,000 feet. Could I spawn one at the bottom and one like at the door here, or?
because it's dark and your vision doesn't go that far, you'd really need to kind of be middle, and even that's kind of generous, just because we'll say that they have some candles in there. So yeah, top and bottom is probably best you can do, unless you have a way to cast out front without seeing.
Unfortunately,
who'd we lose?
Dark.
Man down. Okay, so you create the gate. They do start kind of ushering people as you just watch people kind of coming out. And so you really are going to have to start like pushing people out the front gate so that you can make room for all these. But yeah, it works great. You just watch people starting to come through. You almost have to like limit them as they start coming through just because there's not enough room for all of them. But yeah, no, how long does that hold for?
I can maintain that one for 20 minutes or for 10 minutes, and I can open another one using my 9th level slot for another 10.
That is probably enough for your first cast because it only flooded a certain part of the chambers down below. So once they kind of get into a certain part, they don't necessarily need to send as many people up anymore. Just the people who are kind of in the lower cave. So I'd say after your 20 minutes, you get basically everyone out who's going to come out, and then the rest of them are just kind of waiting there. But yeah, excellent use of Arcane Gate.
Sigh of relief once everyone is safe, and she'll go ahead and fly back up.
I'm back.
Sure. Oh, Baron.
Cut out for a second.
Aye.
Dwarven roll.
Aye.
He's my Dwarven thrower.
And I have advantage.
Oh, that was almost a one.
Damn.
Excellent roll, sir. Excellent roll. You get inspiration for your beer roll. Oh, you're a double now.
Aye.
Excellent.
I'm gonna take a big drink of whiskey.
All right, so while I grab a drink from behind me, think about what you guys want to do. It is, I want to say, we're like way overdue for rest because we were in there fairly late, if I recall, right?
We've done like 3 or 4
We had the
combat
battle.
encounters.
Yes.
We had the whole battle outside in the morning. We came in here, explored this. Yeah, I would assume most of you are quite ready for rest, but I'll be right back 1 second.
And we can't actually take one now because the dragon is MIA.
I'm in desperate need of sleep. I have 2 spell slots left.
All right, I'm back.
What level?
First and second.
Does the Griffin's rest map look all cut up and messed up to you guys, dude?
No, you are just downloading assets. It'll take a while.
Yeah, because you just re-download Windows. You have to redo everything.
You have to get your cache back up.
Yep. Once you're recached, all your stuff will be good. Because you're probably slowly downloading most of the assets we have.
Okay, it looked like, oh, there we go. That's back to normal. It looked like a collage or whatever you want to call it earlier.
All right, so who wants to do what? Straight to rest or anything before bed?
Death.
Is.
Are you not curious about those items you have plundered?
Oh yeah, that's right. We should take a look at those. Tanya, you free for a minute?
You just see Khan appear from the other side of the wall. I heard Tanya and items.
Tanya will identify him.
Sure. So Khan is very interested. He'll kind of just sit next to you as you identify these. So let's go through our newly acquired items, and I intentionally just decided to break the universe. So give me 1 second.
Oh no.
All right, so what do you want to start with? So there's the needle, the sword, the breastplate, and the boots.
Needle first.
As you pick up the needle and kind of look at it, after you complete your ritual, it is a needle of mending. It's a magic dagger, but it looks like a sewing needle. When you hold it as a bonus action, you can turn it from a dagger to a needle, so it goes back and forth with a command word. It's a +1 dagger. While holding it, you can use an action to cast the mending cantrip.
Really, it's just Grandma's needle.
It's like the ultimate grandma needle, yes, because grandma can fix anything on the road. So this would be a great Vel type item, but I don't know if anyone here wants it. Up to you guys. But yeah, essentially it's a very low tier weapon, but it is magic that transforms between needle and dagger and then allows you access to the cantrip.
Actually, would that work on my body? Because it is the mending spell, but it's a needle.
I would say, because we don't really use much, and it's a weird way they just do anything that's like a construct but not a construct for a player character. I would say it wouldn't really be able to heal you necessarily, but it would, from a contextual story standpoint, it could be how you can explain your resting and repairing.
Yeah, sure. Give it to me.
You fix your eye.
Yeah, it definitely could fix. And you are much smaller components, so you could actually kind of like.
Yeah. I'll take it then. That's fitting.
Sure. What next?
Breastplate.
Breastplate. As you identify, just a rare breastplate, but it is a breastplate of acid resistance.
Oh.
So it seems like this dwarf knew what he was doing. You do have his head in his journal as well. And the 1 copper piece that was on his body.
Silver.
Copper.
Silver.
Oh, yeah, what's silver? Yeah.
Identify the silver piece.
It's just a silver piece.
Is it magic?
And it's not. Must be a lucky coin.
Okay, what were the other 2 things?
Sword and boots.
Boots?
As you identify the boots, They look like this. Why is it not centering art anymore? It's just kind of weird.
Oh.
Boots of Elvenkind?
Nope.
Nope.
Boots of Speed.
Oh.
While you wear these boots, you can use a bonus action and click the boots' heels together. If you do so, the boots double your walking speed, and any creature that makes an opportunity attack against you has disadvantage on the attack roll. If you click your heels together again, you end the effect. When the boots have been used for a total of 10 minutes in a day, they cease to function until you complete a long rest.
Send those to the future to Marius.
How fast could you go with these, Patrick?
Do the math. Do it.
Yeah.
You gave him Sonic's red shoes.
It's well, for him, it's kind of like a
260 feet without dashing.
Without dashing, just your plain movement. Yeah, because you need two. You need a bonus action to set it up, and then a bonus action to trigger your legs, and then you'd fly.
Is that stuck with haste?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just out of random curiosity,
with 520.
Would that stack with the Tabaxi's racial?
The boost ability,
and then be a monk.
Oh, dude, I'm totally down for breaking. I love broken ass combos like this. Why not? Especially at this level. Like I literally saw these and I was like, there's a few of you that can abuse this very well, but one of you can abuse it very well.
And someone be a shadow monk.
One of us can abuse it in a funny way. The other people can abuse it in useful flying ways.
Up to you. It is only walking speed, though. It does not impact flying.
Although
the two fastest party members are you and Deft.
I do have a free attunement slot.
Oh no, that is disgusting. I looked up your miles per hour.
That's nasty.
560 feet in 6 seconds. How fast am I?
560?
Yeah, that's with a dash.
500
and haste.
It's per second, but that's about 300 miles per hour.
Oh my god.
Almost 400.
Okay, either we give them to Patrick because funny, or we give them to a slower party member to like help them keep up.
It would be kind of good for Baron. But that's only 10 minutes of him keeping up with us.
Well, I mean, in combat, if he needs to get somewhere fast.
Well, they're off on boots. They're like Tanya's. So Tanya's last for 4 hours. He only gets 10 minutes, but you can turn them off and on.
Yeah, I'm thinking like slow rust bucket.
I'm thinking like in combat.
Your tiny little legs make you very, very slow.
I'm thinking in combat, if somebody needs to get somewhere fast, that might be clutch.
Yeah.
And it's a bonus action too.
Baron, how are your attunement slots?
I've got a free one.
It would be good to put on you because you are our second. You're like the combat medic, like the frontliner.
I've got a solid 25 speed. I would not be adverse to increasing it.
Yeah,
it's also really good because he's your tankiest party member. That is great for like tank placement. So if he needs to get somewhere or get in front of something.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. We can mess around giving those to Patrick after the war is over.
Yes.
Okay. So boots will go to Baron. Who wants the breastplate?
Of acid resistance? I already have acid resistance. I could pass my ring off to somebody. Like, I could... Wait, no, but then I'd lose my unarmored defense, wouldn't I?
Yeah, if you were armored, correct.
Okay, yeah, then that's definitely not me.
Here's your needle.
Ari, can you wear a breastplate?
No, but I also already have acid resistance.
Okay.
Baron, your boots are in your inventory?
Thank you.
Wait, hey.
I have acid immunity.
Theris, that might actually be good for you. No, he doesn't get close to these things.
But he only has chainmail.
No, he upgraded. He upgraded
I think
the plate
not long ago upgraded just normal plate. I don't have anything magical.
Honestly, he doesn't get hit a whole lot. He does have defensive spell abilities. He just typically doesn't get targeted. It might be beneficial just from like an AoE standpoint or just being close if you're in like a tunnel. It might be better than armor in that situation unless someone else can use it full time.
Say the last damage that I took was acid, which is funny.
As
Either
someone who takes a
Tanya
lot of
or-
acid damage,
He can't take off his armor. His armor's cursed to him.
I'm thinking.
I'm
either
surprised you would
Tanya
even
or-
consider me for it. Be like, don't make him more powerful.
Considering all the things you have access to, this doesn't even register on the things that makes you powerful list.
Well, I know, but it's just another resistance.
At least it's based on an armor.
hear me out. As a frontliner, this might be good for me.
Could
Can
be.
you just like upgrade to like a 5,000?
I
Can
have
you
a-
wear
armor?
plate?
I've got a
I thought
plus
you
2
were
It's
leather
not plated.
only.
It's a breastplate.
I can wear breastplates, yeah. I've got a plus 2 one on right now, which would be kind of a bummer if I had to swap.
I would honestly, I would
but
say my first choice would probably have been, except for he's got better armor, would have been Baron. But if you can wear it, yeah. So
Yeah,
it'd be Baron, me, or you.
Well, Deft has high AC armor, but it's really kind of like, you are a frontliner. So if you want to swap it out, it makes sense because you've already taken a considerable amount of acid damage just this day alone.
yeah,
But up to you, whatever you would want more.
I think I want the acid mitigation because I take a lot of acid damage.
That is how Kale almost killed you. Can you
think
pass
acid
the
is
plus
like-
2 to somebody else to use in the meantime?
Yeah.
Tanya's just got base scale mail.
I don't think it changes much for Oak because I think plate armor is equal to your +2 armor. Does it do anything else? Is that the
It
anti-crit
gives you
armor
a
too?
dex bonus.
I thought it had another ability on it.
Breastplate plus 2. Yeah, no, it's just plus 2.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking maybe the other one you didn't buy. But I will drop this in your inventory while you
Maybe I
guys
just
figure out.
need to stop fighting in close quarters. Maybe I just need to start doing range combat.
Can't you just chuck your spear and get sneak
I
attack?
can just chuck my spear.
He
but
has a bow.
I have Sentinel though, and I like using Sentinel.
No, he unattuned from his bow.
He can still shoot it.
yeah.
You don't have to attune to your bow, do you? Is that really an attunement bow?
I
Vicious?
thought so yeah.
I mean, you can still shoot it. You don't have to be attuned to it. It's
Yeah.
not that great of a bonus.
It
It's
just
like an
adds,
extra damage,
It's
flat damage.
one more dice if I crit.
And then, last but not least, Tanya, as you finished the last identify, it is a crystal-bladed short sword. Short sword fashioned from the horn of... Actually, this one was done from the spine of a crystal dragon. When you hit with an attack roll using the sword, the target takes an extra 1d8 radiant damage. The sword has 3 charges, regains 1d3 charges daily at dawn. When you hit a creature with an attack roll using the sword, you can expend 1 charge to regain a number of hit points equal to the extra radiant damage the sword dealt. While you're holding the sword, you can use a bonus action to cause it to shed bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim for another 30. Or you can make a 10-foot dim light, or you can just douse it as a bonus as well.
I doused the sword. Jeez.
So always extra damage. 3 times a day, essentially, you can heal off that extra radiant damage, and then you have a flashlight. Anyone want it?
I mean, it was thrown at me.
Would that count as a monk weapon?
Short swords are monk weapons.
Yeah, they got really generous on everything they consider a monk weapon, so it definitely could be one, yeah.
Well, it downgrade my... It give me 2d8 over 1d10.
Maybe a D6.
D6 and a D8.
A d6 and a d8 to d10. Is it
Still
still
a
more
game.
on... I think that's still more on average.
Yeah.
Yeah, D6 plus D8 would be more than a single D10.
Yeah. I'll take it, and then it also gives me a way to, like, heal myself in a pinch.
Yeah. There you go. All right, I dropped all those on you guys. Anything before your well-deserved long rest?
Actually, am I even still there? Am I still pulling people out from below?
You could be with them because they came to where you were already, and like they've already gotten people. Ari made an arcane gate and got a bunch of people out there too. So from right now, you're more or less just everything on the base front is kind of taken care of. People have been moved outside. There are still people working down, so you are free to rest, and you all would be in theory together if you want.
Is there's a versatile weapon, right? So I can use my dex.
Yes, because it's a short sword.
I figure while
It's,
they get back and are resting, getting some
piercing.
food, we can share what's been going on between each group.
Yeah. So I'll just throw you guys in here for the moment. Your sister's probably she got kicked out of her arts and crafts room, so she's just probably like wandering around the base somewhere.
We also need to report to the king.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, Tanya?
Yes.
Do you know how to make potions?
That's a good question.
I mean, you're pretty damn smart.
I was gonna say, I with all
I
the
feel
stuff,
like you have proficiency, don't you?
what would potion make you be on?
Alchemy.
Alchemy.
There is that nice lab
alchemy
here.
supplies.
I do not have an alchemy skill.
Well, luckily you're an
Hold
artificer.
on.
That means it takes an hour to make any tool set you want.
Hold on. Well, the tool set you don't need to worry about because Tanya was already playing with the chemistry set that's in this keep.
Yeah,
Question is she proficient with alchemy tools?
That's what I'm looking at right now. I feel like you would be. Hold on. I can tell you.
I think
It's not.
I messed around with it, but I don't seem to have it in here.
Let's see. One type of game, Thieves' Tools, Tinker Tools. One type of Artisan's Tools of your choice that you did not select yet. Did you use smithing on that one? Or what did you do? Or did you not pick one?
I don't know if I picked one.
You could use. We've had you use things like that in the past too. So if you want to take that in addition to your Tinker's Tools, you can make that your proficiency.
Yeah, I do have blacksmithing tools, as in one of my skills.
Yeah, you get bonuses with a lot of tools.
Yeah, I'll pick up that. What, alchemy you said?
Yeah, so that'll be your extra choice. So yeah, and you do know there is a very nice alchemy set in the room right here. Death took all the pre-made potions, but it's a good set.
Okay, hear me out. I
What
can help.
what stat would be alchemy?
It kind of always just depends on what you're doing making. So for this one, if you're just let's wait and see what you end up making, and then it's probably most likely going to be your intelligence for most things, unless you're doing something like more dexterous and combining things very carefully or something like that. Or just depends.
And I'll be proficient with it, right?
I think you would probably be double check your skills. So you would be proficient, but I believe anything you might be able to be double proficient. So check your other artificer abilities. But yeah, you're at least proficient. So Kill, as he finally catches up. Is everyone okay? Oh no, what happened to Patrick?
Oh, he had a bit of a biting incident. He's okay.
As I'm like shoving a needle into my eye.
They wanted to know how many.
Intimidation check, Patrick.
Okay.
Wait. Can I assist him on this? Can I give him advantage by saying this is what I want to say?
Yeah.
One of the beasties wanted to just see how many licks it would take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop named Patrick.
All right, let's roll again with advantage. Oh, this is great. Okay, so that's a 10. And I'm going to roll with my -1 modifier for my insight. 11 minus 1, 10. He just kind of looks at it and like he almost passes out while you're sticking this needle in your lens. He like leans on Ari for a second, almost knocks over Ari. Oh, Ebor, don't do that. That's not good for you.
Kayla, you're heavy.
Oh, sorry. Mr. Patrick, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
don't mean to be rude, so excuse me if I offend. But what do you like to eat? I was going to make you a sandwich, but I figured you wouldn't eat it.
I cannot consume anything. I'm not a biomatter powered.
Kill, bud. No mouth.
But, like, nothing?
All my energy comes from going into a stasis mode to allow my battery to recharge. I guess if I ate something, it would be sunlight.
Sunlight. Got it. I'll get to work on that. You watch him walk off.
Gonna somehow come back with a sunlight sandwich.
Give him a pat as he leaves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he makes all of you, like, he'll always make people sandwiches, but he has been trying to figure out for like months what Patrick actually consumes, because he's never seen you eat, and he like had enough and just wanted to know.
Patrick, do you need any help with that?
I believe I'm starting to get the hang of it. It might be better for me to learn how to do it on my own, because I will outlive you all.
Rick, as you needle your eyeball, roll a
Right.
D100 for me.
Yeah, I'll eat that.
Okay. Don't worry about it.
Yep.
But yeah, you're able to repair basically all of your parts. As long as you're not blown to bits, this thing's gonna be super useful.
It needs attunement. Does it need attunement for the use of mending ability?
And yes, that would be part of it. So you don't always have to, and you could always equip it at the end of the day and swap it in and out. But yeah, if you want to use the spell, you do have to attune it.
Okay, then I'd probably be swapping out my ring and that thing. And then when I'm done, I reattune to the ring. That's
Okay.
the easiest one to do.
It's just 15 minutes back and forth. So you warm it up, you put it away. Shouldn't be any issue during your resting.
It's a hot glue gun.
Exactly.
Hot glue gun.
Of awesome magic. All right, so after Kale leaves, what do you guys discuss? What do you do?
Who's going to King? I'm not.
Pretty late.
It'll certainly be me, and probably Deft. I'm sorry, Pinky, and
Oh, you
Alright.
You said my name.
your name is Pinky. Deft is the fake name.
Come on, Baron.
I'll stay here and watch Tanya. You know,
He
keep
does
her
look like
safe.
he was about to cry, Baron. You may want to consider your words.
All right, Def. If you want to make me feel bad, you need to roll a deception to cry.
I will.
No performance. Give me roll for one. Actually, your deception's probably better, isn't it?
Ooh, I don't know if I can beat that. Let's see.
Hey, Patrick!
I guess I could roll a nat 20.
Yes,
Leroy!
Look what I found! Does this
Nope.
make you happy? He's got the little griffin.
Not,
He's
my
walking.
little friend.
not particularly, no.
Oh, he
don't-
doesn't like animals all that much. I mean, he likes ants, but
Don't take it personally. We just gotta find some sunlight.
Oh, that is adorable.
I'm gonna pet the little griffin. Hey there, little
Shine.
little guy.
And he's adolescent. He's like young teen Griffin. He's not a teen. He's still young, but he's not like baby Griffin. He's getting there. He's gonna be out there soon.
They grow up so fast.
did we name him?
I don't think you did.
Ration.
We didn't name him Ration.
I want maximum
You
attachment
would.
to this thing. Emergency food?
I think we should honor him with a name as simple as he is a creature. His name is Griff.
Sold.
No reason to make it complicated.
No objections here.
Also, bring it here, Pinky. I didn't mean to upset you.
Oh no, I
hold
wasn't.
I hold my hands out or my arms out for a hug.
I wasn't.
Bring it in.
Yeah, you know what? I do need a hug.
All right. So after you guys hug it out, what's the game plan?
Let's go
so
talk
let's
to the
push
king.
you into the.
I think it's a little too late for King. We could probably check in the morning.
I'm powering down right here.
I'm a little concerned about his mental state with the thing going down.
We should at least let somebody know that we're back.
You've seen guards in passing. They probably, anyone who's here probably already knows you're back. That should be much. They're all, no one here is like a civilian. Everyone here is a soldier. Some of them are like men at arms, so yes, they're kind of like civilians, but everyone here is here for the purpose of fighting and being here. There's no like women or children.
And with the portal incident, I imagine they're very much aware that we're here.
Yeah, small.
Still a lot of chaos though. So yeah, I'll send one of the guards. I'll just give a message when the king is ready for us. He can send for us.
Yep.
All right. I call dibs on the stack of hay next to Rust Bucket.
Tanya, do you want to go see if we can make any potions real quick?
Sure.
Griff.
Con, you wanna come up?
Is he gonna cuddle with me?
He does that dog thing where you're both sitting next to each other, like in the hay, and he just like pushes his way into the center. Also, like my toddler. Toddlers are a lot like small dogs that way. Yeah, so he fits in between both of you. He takes Patrick's spot. All right, you two are gonna go make potions.
Yep.
Now, when you say you want to make potions, what do you want to make? Because you also need ingredients to make potions. There are some here, but what are you looking for?
Acid resistance mostly.
Roll a D100 because there was an acid resist potion here. Both you need to roll an investigation check in the room. So both you roll. Deft. As you're going through, and you cared less potentially about this previously, and it didn't really seem super relevant. So you go in there. There are some, if you do well, you might be able to make like 2 or 3, but other than that, you need to get more supplies. As you're looking at some of the writings and notes of the person who is in this room available, you see a familiar symbol. Basically, on the notes of this, it matches the same cover that you found on the dead dwarf.
Ah, his lab.
Well, you never read his journal.
Did he have a journal?
You did. You have it.
Oh, I'll pop that out.
This dwarf is named Professor Quartermain.
I'm gonna set his skull on the table.
Yeah. So you set the skull down. Tanya, do you want to start brewing those potions before you go to bed?
Yeah.
Sure. Roll me. There's only enough for 3, so roll 3 alchemy set checks.
Can I help him in any way? I can do the best for. Oh,
I
never mind,
don't
he's
think
fine.
he
He's fine.
needs you.
Yeah, he's fine.
He just rolled a 22 off of a 4, so yeah, I think he's.
He's fine. No.
I wanted
Pretty
to
sure.
help, I wanted to feel like I was part of the school project too,
So you're like holding the flashlight for Dad, except there's no flashlight needed, so you're just basically standing over him like, Your supervisor. Yeah, it does. It's gonna take you. Actually, you could probably brew a big batch here. It probably takes you like a good 3 hours in total. But you're able to kind of throw something together. So you can, here, I'll pull some up quick. 3 acid resistance potions. Potion of acid resistance for you. Inventory. All right, you have 3 potions of acid resistance in your inventory, Tanya? Anything else you guys are doing, or resty? And you can go to sleep before them too. Oh, I saw it and then it got.
I'm gonna just sleep.
Yeah, here, I'll send you a message real quick.
I think I know the answer to the question, but you know.
Do that for me real quick. And it was
Tanya,
it was 3, not 1.
Tanya,
but
you can
yes.
have the breastplate if you pass me a potion.
Yeah, I'll give you a potion.
You can wear the breastplate, right?
What does the breastplate do again?
It's a
Acid
+2.
No, acid resist.
Oh, you're getting
Or the
masters?
+2.
Because Tanya doesn't really get close.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care. I'm going to kill all you guys either way. But from your friend standpoint, Tanya, I mean, everyone benefits from it, but unless you get up in direct combat, but that AC might be good.
I think I'm probably still good with my scale mail when it actually works. That puts me at 16 AC.
Let me look at it real quick. It's also 45 pounds. Jeez. A lot of... Then it probably is Mad Scientist Insulated Armor. Which is an action. I bet you if I do this. I'm going to recode it to... I made it wondrous item now instead of that, which hopefully will work. So I'm going to unequip it off you, and hopefully this will fix you. All right, so your AC right now is 10. Is your skill not equipped? Ah, your AC is fixed now. There we go. I had 16 base AC now. Much better. We thought that was a little bit strange. We couldn't quite put our finger on it. Okay. Anything else or rest?
I guess we are resting.
All right, after a very, very long day, all of you get all of your spell slots back.
Hurrah.
Nothing horrible seems to happen throughout the night. There's enough people here to kind of guard and assist.
Ah, you bastard.
It's a good spread.
It's not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah, but he's not a champion.
All right, so you guys probably wake up a little bit later in the day, just given how long you were out. The king probably sends word for you like around 9 a.m. Just to drop by, nothing urgent, just more so they got your update and to pop by when you are done resting for the evening.
Cool.
Other than that, you wake up to a fresh day. Do we have any viewers to pick on milk?
Do not think so. It's only showing 4 in channel.
All right, then we don't have a party leader on this one. All right, go ahead and roll a environmental roll for the day. Let's see how the weather's looking.
It's looking like a 12.
It's actually not a bad day. It's fairly clear, not too cold. Winds died down quite a bit. Good day. Go ahead.
Considering that yesterday was a literal blizzard, yeah.
Yeah, this is like the exact opposite on the spectrum. Okay. So you guys wake up, the day is yours. Also, good question I need to just ask for Leah. Is your intent to just drop off Cider at the new location then are you coming here? Are you going home? What is Leah in that side's plan?
That's a good question.
I don't care either way, but if you come here, this changes a whole lot of different things.
It's gonna take us a couple days to get there anyways.
Not necessarily, because
No?
Cider can give you the exact location mentally.
Okay.
So you can teleport there. Although,
Is that gonna be safe?
well, you can teleport close to.
Okay.
The cool part about the ants don't have detection. They're immune, so no one can pick up if you teleport within that location anyways. However, just trying to think. So if you guys were there, I'm trying to think of how you then get here. Can you teleport to people or just locations?
Just locations.
Locations.
Yeah,
I
you'd
could
have to figure
potentially
that out.
teleport to town, which is not a good idea.
There is a location close to here you've been to before.
Yetis?
Yetis. So if you look on the Frozen North map, and you don't have to look this up, we're only going to look at it for like 2 seconds, unless you want to. So if you look at the Frozen North map, so Griffin's Rest is where it is. The Yetis are in like this mountain range territory. Where you stayed was like up here, but they kind of, this is their whole area.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you can find a way, because you could scry and teleport potentially too. I think you have scry. Well, yeah, you have every spell. Shut up.
I think either way I'm gonna give it a day still.
Okay.
We just have that big fight, so I'm gonna recuperate for a day.
So we can't even tell. We had to wait a day anyways to teleport. You're out of slots.
Yep.
So we can't even get Cider until this day. So we'll say when you guys wake up, that's what you guys do for the day. What's the plan? You're currently not under attack or under immediate danger for the first time in a couple days.
I think it's time to go for brains.
Well, didn't you say the king showed up?
He
The king
told you guys to
called
check
us.
in. Yeah,
let's-
whenever you
let's
guys wake
go-
up.
Let's go see what the king has to say.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, he does want all of you to come as well. So we'll say we take up this whole lower room.
I don't trust that.
You don't have to come if you don't want to. Totally up to you. But he does request everybody. Not Con though. Con doesn't. They don't let Con in. Ooh, Tanya. No, I'm gonna say Tanya gets in, and they stop Con, and Con is very upset about it. He's just gonna wait out here and pout.
Haha, he's a baby.
He doesn't have the member pass.
They let the 6-year-old.
You're a scary-looking 6-year-old.
There.
Con just looks like a little troublemaker with a beef jerky habit. All right, so as you guys get in there, you see the king. He's got all of his kind of advisors that are here, at least of those who made it. Kind of brings you guys in. Excellent. I heard you guys had some expeditions and were able to dispatch some creatures below.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right, let us know what fill us in.
Well, there were several different kind of nests, I guess. Well, we destroyed all of them, but the queen of the largest one did manage to escape, we think.
I mean, we've never seen a queen before.
Something a bit more worrying as well. Some of the eggs in the largest nest were... Well, they held some kind of like mind flare or void spawn hybrid.
They're not familiar with what a mind flare is. They're familiar with Void Spawn. They haven't had the experiences with directly like Trassix or Rockshire or anything like that.
When he looks at her confused, she's going to conjure an image of a mind flare.
You get a couple of squirms. Like, oh, does it eat with that?
She just kind of shrugs. I guess so.
What did they even eat? They look hideous.
I think us.
Do you say it out loud, Solomon?
They eat brains.
Oh. Everyone gets real quiet, starts like scratching the back of their head.
So, like, I guess zombie squids, but not undead.
No. They have a needle protrusion.
Doesn't seem good.
They turn your brain into yogurt.
Yes.
We have some actual good news as well that we learned while you guys were out. It seems that my brother and the rest of their troops actually did manage to disembark and are about 2 days away from Druven.
Oh, that is good news. We do have some more news. We got an update on the status of our weapon. Apparently it fell under attack, but the attack was repelled. The dragon showed up with a rider. You told us all of this, right?
Yeah.
She said.
Yeah.
Okay. The rider was slain, and the dragon has to fly back. So we have 2 or 3 weeks where the dragon won't be around.
I think we should capitalize on this immediately. If we take our troops in March, we can meet them in that 2 days if we go quick enough.
Have they recovered enough from your unorthodox March campaign?
He just kind of like looks at you. There. They've rested. We did lose a couple more with the flooding yesterday or last night, but I figure we give them the day. We can start heading out. However, it will put us in a good position, even if we are a day behind everybody else, provide a flank. But really, it's more to provide cover for, I don't know. We're thinking of sending in you guys or a more skilled force to strike certain points, while the rest of us distract them. Without the dragon being a problem, this is highly advantageous for us.
Yes, the only part that's not ideal is the hive mind is reconstructed at the moment.
And our weapon...
How are you feeling today, by the way? Are you, feeling alright? No, intrusive
fine.
thoughts?
Sullivan, could you do your, you know.
Yes, I do. I do it.
All right, so you activate your runes. Not the king, but there's a guy standing right here next to Tanya that is throwing a purple aura.
King is fine.
Take your word for it. What about Curzon? Are you going to be sending any troops back?
Ah, that's other good news. It seems a small detachment of heroes went back to go assist.
Where have you been getting news from?
Oh, my brother. Apparently there's smaller void spawn that have been flying around that have been disrupting sending. But once they moved away from their encampment, they're able to isolate them. It seems they've restored their communications as well as the ones we have. The only place we haven't been able to really communicate with too much is back at Curzon, but some Alamarn soldiers and forces went to go assist with their teleportation magic. But their 20,000 troops do remain with my brother as well. So we've not weakened that front.
With our weapon being down, I do want to warn you to perhaps hesitate when receiving new information.
Oh, believe me, I'm not 100% sure what to trust, but I do trust my brother, and he's quite strong. And before I get too far into this, Solomon, do you mention anything about the purple guy in the room?
Hey, thank you for the raid, 019. Hope y'all had a good game.
Sir, may I speak to you in private?
To the king?
Yes.
Sure, son. He'll motion you over to like his chamber.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll take you into that like map room.
Yep.
What is it, lad?
There is one being affected by the hive mind in there, and I will point him out, not physically, but tell him where he is. So I would watch what you're saying. The fact is, if we move...
No, he's thinking, that's all.
The fact is, if we do show the fact that we can point them out, it may become dangerous.
Noted.
Because doing something to him may notify them all.
He just kind of nods at you and smiles. Roll a D100 real quick, Solomon.
The scary 6-year-old.
So close.
Welcome.
Okay.
Is there anything you'd like to ask me?
So you walk back out. You walk back to your spot. He goes, "Oh, sorry for the delay, folks.
Circle of fortune. Needless to say.
Had a little bit of a change of heart.
Far-reaching implication. Welcome. Is there anything you'd like to ask me?
Well, as much as I'd love to send our special forces in to kind of strike at these targets, I cannot let my people suffer." He looks over at you, Deft, and he sits there. Roll a D100 to see if he calls you Pinky.
Oh my.
Over under. Pinky. He just smiles.
I smile back. There's no joy in my eyes.
I'm going to need
Yes.
you and your men to meet back with the Alaman troops at Curzon and clear out the rest of the threats there.
Of course, my lord.
Everyone else, prepare the men. They have the day's rest, and then we march on Druven.
As you wish,
Understood?
Your Highness.
All right, you're all excused. Deft. Baron, if you don't mind staying behind, I have something else I need to ask you about.
Aye, my lord.
So as you guys all get escorted out of the room, that guy who's purple kind of lingers like right here, Solomon.
You heard the king.
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed.
Looks like a snake.
I'm gonna elbow Baron in the guts. No one's looking.
All right, so as you guys exit, he'll shut the door behind you. You're not actually going to Curzon.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Seems we may have been breached.
Ah. That is unfortunate to hear.
Seems your young your young warrior there because actually isolate and detect these people. Might be a good idea for the day to kind of weed out those that should not be trusted. Not to alert them, but we need to understand where we stand, if you understand.
Of course. Fine idea.
So take your day to rest, prepare, and then I would like you to maneuver. Unfortunately, I'm not exactly sure how you'll be able to get inside. Once the armies draw them out, that's one thing, but I'm not sure how you'll be able to get into an advantageous position before that. We had sent scouts out to try to find ways and get more information, but our key scout never made it back. So you will need to find your own way there, unfortunately.
Should be doable for us. We can manage it.
Aye.
All right. You are dismissed. And don't let it happen again!
Of course, my lord.
I walk out,
I give him a wink.
looking very cowed, tail between my legs.
Yeah. That guy who's got the purple aura is still chilling out there, just trying to, like, listen in on what's going on. Bam. They seal off the king's chamber. You are free to go about your day.
What happened?
Oh, we just got in a little trouble for what happened last night.
Oh. Man, it's really crowded in here. Do you want to go for a flight?
Hey, I'm back.
Yeah, let's go get some air. We've got the day.
The guy with the purple aura ends up following Baron around wherever he ends up going, trying to listen in on anything Baron might say.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's about to be very disappointed.
Oh, I also love how the king suggested something Solomon was definitely doing already.
So you two go off to go fly. It's a nice day. You can actually fly without issue. Everyone else is around the place.
Yeah, I got a dumb idea I want to try to do.
I love dumb ideas. What do you got?
I want to try to ping the ship to see if I can get it a blip on my map anywhere, to see if I can start looking for surface caves around the area.
So you're trying to get, like, locations about you, or you're just trying to contact the ship in general?
I'm trying to contact the ship and see if I can find it, because I got the whole, as far as you told me, I got the whole cave system to the north. So I'm going to try to find the blip, and then from that blip, move my way outwards and upwards for a surface cave, and, like, try to get a path down there.
Yeah, so I mean, it's easy enough. You can already kind of identify because you already know the layouts of it. There's probably a few places that are not too far away. If you want to travel underground, there are places.
I'm looking for a surface to underground. So, like, we'll travel across the surface and then enter a cave and go from there. That's what I'm looking for.
How far away do you want to do it? So basically how it works is the sooner you go underground, the longer the trip takes. So if you go surface and then go underground after that, that makes it a little bit easier.
I'd probably start, like, half a day, like, looking at a perimeter half a day from our planned stopping point at the moment.
There are places that you can easily go to and get underground that may be pre-existing, and there's definitely places you can breach or dig into that would also lead you into underground tunnels. As far as how everything looks in that regard, most of the caves that actually reach up to Druven, some go like underneath it but don't connect. Everything that kind of goes to Druven looks like it's almost dug upwards. So you have to like move uphill to get to the caves that go to it.
Okay. Well, I don't know how useful it's going to be.
I hate my brain. I just came up with a great idea.
Love great ideas. I love dumb ideas and great ideas. What do you got?
Con and Tanya and say, we're playing hide and seek. Yes. So I can use that as an excuse to investigate everything.
Excellent.
Oh my god, using being a child to your advantage. Let's go.
It's all over his developed.
He has to go.
Oh, wait, no, Solomon's treating himself like a child. Where's that on bingo?
We need new bingo cards.
I'm gonna make endgame bingo.
Endgame bingo. Excellent. All right, so the three of you go roll a D100, Solomon, just as you play about the place scouting out for people that might be there. About 5 people in total.
All right.
Only one advisor. The rest of them all just seem like generals, soldiers, or men at arms.
I will do my best to note them, and if I can, at least pass this. Can pass it to the king. And definitely doing that out of earshot of any infected.
For lack of a better term, the safest one of you for keeping information secure that can't really be breached is theirs. No one could read his mind.
Or find me.
Or find him.
I'm also immune to psychic stuff.
Yeah, but you're flying about.
True.
Maybe I can.
You see something. It hurts.
Take a picture. Take a picture.
Click, click.
Sure, yeah, I'll write that down in my notes and my pictures.
Photo that will live forever in the server.
Just imagine
There we go.
both Tanya and Connor probably equally confused.
What are you talking about? We're playing hide and go seek. This is amazing.
Yeah, Tanya's helping.
All right, so they do that. They discover those things. Our little fly duo. What are you guys doing?
So, what actually happened in there?
We got a couple different balls rolling. Let me just leave it at that.
Anything I can help with?
No, it's alright. Plan is still just to take it easy today. Keep an eye out for trouble.
Alright. Just remember, if you guys need any help with anything,
Of course.
besides that, I think just probably chit chat, enjoy the fresh air before heading back.
Sure. All right, so for experience sake, you guys have a whole day to do with as you wish. Everyone here just seems to be resting, recovering, preparing, depending on their level of current rest. So the day is yours to do with as you wish. Leah and Jason do probably arrive there in the morning, so you can contact them if you want. Totally up to you, but you do have the ability to get here today if you want, or you can stay with the ants. Up to you.
I want to. Hang on, I need the map of the Frozen North. Oh, wait, I have it on my sidebar. I want to attempt to astral project over Druven. Give me those satellite images.
Just roll a D100 real quick. Okay. So as you kind of were sitting there and you're trying to project, you get a server connection notice, and you can just see like a very rough satellite top-down image of the city of Druben.
Any movement outside?
As you look down, you do see void spawn that kind of move about the city. There's a lot of them that are just kind of like perched on certain spots looking out. Other than that, though, movement seems very limited in the city itself.
Okay, I want to start making notes of where they keep watches, and see if I can.
Sure. How long can you stay in your astral?
It works like the spell, so.
Let's see how much you derive.
Yeah.
We already play it pretty loosey-goosey with the Astral Project spell. I don't think it has a duration.
I feel like you return eventually.
Okay, here's Astral Projection.
You return if you die in the spell.
Yeah, no, I don't see the issues.
Yep, so I'm just going to satellite scout them out while I can and see if I can get any of that information out.
Oop, my springs is crashed.
Yeah, and the interesting part about it, so you're kind of at a high level view, you can see things below. You realize though, like once you get within like probably like 800 to 1,000 feet, your view cuts out. And then like as you go back, it seems like some sort of barrier that you can't, once you get close enough, you can no longer see, but once you're far enough away, it seems like it's not much of an issue. So you get the entire layout of the city. You get the general routes they typically take. There are a decent amount that go around. Like it's not necessarily be a huge threat. If you had to guess, because your insight's pretty high anyways, more or less these things are just running around to make sure no one's like sneaking their way in here posing a threat. You gather probably more of where you would find creatures and things might be indoors or down in the caverns below.
Yeah, like waiting to like burrow up out of the ice and stuff like that.
However,
Don't forget the skaven.
Did roll a 26. I would say, given the day that this is, you do see something like probably over. Go. Oh, it's making a new line. Probably like somewhere within this area. You see like a line of about 12 void spawn, and they seem to be moving something larger than themselves.
Does it look constructed or organic?
Oh, it's definitely organic. Doesn't have any limbs though.
They are building something new. They're creating a new flesh monster. Or wait, no, could that be a brain?
Roll an intelligence check.
I'm so bad at these ones.
You never know.
3.
Not sure. It's like a big fleshy ball.
Well, I guess I can take a picture of that and save it for later. Flesh ball and tower.
Well, it looks like it's being in the process of being moved. Like they're pulling it outside like of the town and moving it into like caves and caverns up towards the mount. They're like going upwards.
Okay.
Roll one more D100 for one very specific item. Okay. Fortunately, not quite high enough. But yeah, you do get all those things, so you get a good general view.
Okay, well, that's me. That's my day.
Anybody else doing crazy shit?
Crazy, no, but Ari's gonna try and help get spirits up today.
Theris is going to go check on a brisket.
The dwarves all hear brisket. You're making us brisket? Glorious day.
Con.
Yeah, boss?
How do you have so much firepower? And also, show me how to do it.
I think it's confidence, boss.
Is it confidence? God, no, I don't have that.
You better get some then.
You just have to be, I just know that I could do it, and so I do it.
It's probably the worst advice I could have heard right now, but thank you. I will try my best.
You just have to be more confident, boss. Once you do that, everything opens up to you.
I'm getting there.
Sure.
You want to learn how to do Hellfire?
You know how to do Hellfire?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, show me how.
John, do you first conjure it?
Damn it!
Oh, sorry. You look busy. Call me later.
That's rude. I go back to my missions.
I am
You know,
horrible at stealth and hiding.
It's going to be a point later on in the Tuesday campaign where you actually get Con back. Don't worry, I'll save you all with my... Oh, damn it.
Sorry, I couldn't help.
Perfect. He doesn't need to know Hellfire. It's all good.
You got a lot of time ahead of us. Probably.
Hide and seek is most of my day.
That's probably the majority of their day, too. All right. Any other things to get done? What's your plan for the day? You guys contact Leah, get more information. You make a plan for what you're going to do tomorrow. I mean,
yeah, I'll send Leah that weird picture I found. Like, this is weird, dude. Do you have any idea what this is?
Leah, with your passive intelligence, it's a brain.
Awesome.
I'm gonna send back a picture of cider. Connect the dots.
Oh.
Almost an exact duplicate.
Oh, you found it.
Whoa. Interesting that they are moving them. Well, we didn't really have a location to go for before either, did we? Actually, yeah, that's another thing I can do with this information. A brain is close to that town. I want to start picking out caves that are big enough to hold one of those things.
There's a lot because they're not that big.
Oh.
It's really hard to say based on the size the brain is versus where it can fit. It could be all over. It could be in buildings. It could be in the caves.
Oh, that thing can fit in a building. Okay, I see.
Yeah, it's like large.
Oh, okay.
However, the king did say something that you may or may not have picked up on. There were people trying to find ways in. They just never came back. Other than that, though, what else you guys got? You got to come up with some sort of plan for tomorrow.
I could do a little groundwork.
What you got in mind?
You wanna? I don't know, Patrick. Are you done already? Yours?
Patrick is going. Like, you walk up to talk to him, and he's just like, you see like the 3 dots just across his eye, and that's going to happen for 6 hours.
Right. I don't know where you went, so I can't really help you.
Yeah,
I mean, if you shake him hard enough, you'll probably break him out and have to spend another 8 key points.
Yes.
You were very quiet, Slumber.
Yeah, I think I was the furthest away from a mic I could possibly have been. Are we going for the brains, or are we going to attack the keep?
Same difference? No? Wait, no, the brains are under the ship, right? Allegedly.
To the best of your knowledge, aside from one.
It's not like they can move them right now.
Yeah. So I'm not trying to be mean by saying Patrick's out for a while, but it's like I imagine you finish talking with Ari and you come down to him, and like I just started doing all that scouting stuff.
Mm.
Yeah, he spends a good amount of time doing this one.
Yeah, I've got astral project. I'm gonna just do a little scouting.
Where are you scouting?
50-50. Lowers Curzon, hires Driven.
What about the army?
Oh yeah, Thulman Bane.
Thulman Bane. Okay, lower 50 I do Thulman Bane. Higher 50 I do Curzon. Or not Curzon, Driven. Thulman it is.
Okay.
Sit next to Patrick?
As you
And you also do dots across your eyes.
Yes. So right now it looks like Thulmond and crew are right about there on the Frozen North map. However, they seem to be lined up for combat. And they seem engaged with like a smaller group, like right around here. But it's not Void Spawn.
What are they?
As you kind of move your way closer towards that, they seem like undead.
There were a lot of zombies up here, huh?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so they're in full combat lines. Like you, at this point, they probably don't have a lot of Thulman's bigger summons out because he was authorized to use his delve creations for here. But he does have probably a good amount of some of the creatures out. So they have 20,000 of your troops from when you still had them. They have all of their remaining troops and then a bunch of his summons. So it's a pretty formidable force. And then the undead, there's probably like 120 of them, but they're just kind of like staggering towards Thulman's group. That seems they're dealing with those at the moment.
Okay, they should be fine against 120. It's a little odd though. It's pretty clear today. Could I get if I go up a bit, could I see any other potential zombie packs wandering?
You don't see any other undead. You can almost see like Drew. It's a very clear day. Roll. Let's call it an investigation check just as you look about.
Sure. 26.
Hey, are you going to use a luck point?
Yeah, I'll burn a luck point. Sure.
It's funny. So you look about, and it kind of makes sense a little bit, but like as you look through, there is actually a lot of dead bodies that just do exist frozen out here. There was a giant push from the War Before with Undead that moved from basically the entirety from the distance to the caves, like all the way down into northern Arcadia, almost.
Mm.
And a lot of them died. Like they attacked a bunch of the cities. They picked off. Druven actually got taken right after the zombies passed through. So like zombies killed a good chunk of them. So there's just a lot of dead bodies that kind of littered this tundra. But it looks like those are what kind of got up. So something must have raised them.
We'll put that info in my pocket for later.
Yeah, so that's what they're doing currently.
I guess I'll head towards Driven since I'm kind of close.
Sure. Just roll a general perception check, we'd say. Because it takes a bit, that's a good day even flying.
23.
I will say One thing interesting of note you do see as you approach, you see something very troubling that you didn't expect to see, and you're not really sure what to make of it, at the moment at least. And you're kind of taken back a bit.
You kidding me? No, it was supposed to be.
You're not really sure what to make.
That can't be real. That can't be real.
Intelligence check to break an illusion.
I'm
Or
not
just
gonna be
like,
able to touch it and check.
can't you just make intelligence checks to see through illusions, though?
Yeah.
Isn't that like a mechanic?
I might just be able to see through illusions as well. I don't remember. Oh no, that's one of Leah's things. Ah,
Oh, you mean your super cool goggles?
yes.
I don't know. I mean, even fake Leah is kind of cooler than Deft.
I'm gonna.
Even though she died.
I am supposed to encourage confidence within myself, and you are not helping.
That's what Khan told you, not Leah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just try to get closer to see if I can gauge if it's actually real or not.
So as you fly closer, hold on one second. I just want to check one thing. I'm sure it can't see you in the ethereal plane. Where did that thing go? Nope, not that one. Where did it go? There's what I wanted. There we go. This is what I'm doing. Yeah, sure. Give me an intelligence check.
Oh, I'm so smart. The smartest little pink man out here. No pink boy is smarter than me. 15.
As far as you know. Doesn't match what you were told, but alas, here we are.
That might be a slight problem.
But yeah, so you two can compile your notes later, but that's what each of you get out of that.
Great.
You guys all finish those things up. Anything else you guys want to do? I don't think you've finalized your plan for tomorrow quite yet.
This is kind of out of Ergie's area specialty when it comes to information gathering at the moment.
All right, so then we'll say for expediency's sake, you guys do all those things today. You guys reconvene. What do you discuss? What do you do? What do you plan for tomorrow?
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Find a private room away from prying ears, if possible.
We'll take over the forge.
Well, did whatever you guys are doing today work?
I believe I have eyes on one of the brains. It seems they are being moved. At least one was.
Well, if one's being moved, then there's no reason to assume the others aren't.
Tholman's group was fighting a pack of zombies. And that... Patrick, you went to Druven, right?
Yes, I did.
Did you see that fucking dragon?
No, I did not. I was focused
saw
on the city.
Oddly enough, Patrick, you were looking at the entire city. You don't ever remember seeing one.
No dragon was present. When I got close, my sensors got disrupted. I wasn't aware that they were able to stop me in that way.
Saw that dragon flying around.
How close to Druven?
From what you saw, Deft, it was like circling around over the town itself.
Yeah, but I mean, pretty close.
No such thing was there.
You sure?
I did not pick up on it, unless it was hidden from me. Perhaps
Maybe
it was...
a psychic projection?
I am very dense when it comes to matters of the mind.
I mean, I'm hoping it was an illusion as much as the next guy, but maybe we should be a little more careful.
Well, when one of you magic users gets strong enough, don't your illusions become real?
No, that sounds made up.
I can't say.
Then why would they not just make 18 of that?
Well, I know, like, when I caution or conjure illusionary stuff, scale and concentration and power is usually required, something on that scale. I don't think they could just conjure up a bunch of them easily.
But no, I did not see it, so I will choose to believe it does not exist.
All right.
And that your faulty flesh sensors are fooling you.
Good old flesh sensors.
My faulty flesh sensors have led me astray many times in the past, but I have a bad feeling about this.
Oh, Baron D100, by the way, also.
Well,
Aye.
if the dragon has somehow gotten back, what do we do?
If we attempt to fight it out in the open, it will almost undoubtedly slaughter us.
Mm-hmm.
Can you project once more today?
Oh.
I could go back and relook and see if I somehow missed it.
Kind of a big thing to miss.
Let me do that. I power down.
Okay.
And I go back to astral projecting, and I'm looking for dragon illusions, I guess.
Where are you exploring on the Frozen North? Are you still just doing Druven? Are you doing, like, where specifically?
I mean, I assume I'm going to, like, where Death probably would have guided me. So I think I'd start around Druven because he said it was circling the city, and then I'll expand out from there.
Sure. So you monitor the city. You don't see any dragon anywhere. However, you do notice as you kind of start working your way out, you do see Tholman's forces still lined up. They're currently engaged in combat. But there's more than kind of... Actually, did Deft say how many undead were there?
120.
But did he mentioned it though? When he was, I don't think he did.
I just
think
said they're
just-
fighting a pack of zombies.
Yeah, so
a pack's not that many.
as you're sitting there, it looks like, it's a pretty spread line, but there's about 500. The key thing you note, some of these are Curzon dwarves.
Oh. Okay. And then I assume I'm not going to get anything else.
I mean, you can watch them fight if you want, but you never find a dragon.
Yeah, I'll watch them fight for a bit before I come back, so if anybody else wants to talk.
Sure.
Maybe, do you think, Orchaga makes sense when you do your astral projection?
Hell if I know.
Maybe still got some influence on the inside?
Lean closer, Slumber.
Are there any non-helpful ears while they're talking about this?
We've put ourselves into the forge. There's no one in here but us.
I have the wrong map open.
Well, we didn't actually move our tokens. We're just mind's eye.
Yeah. We've been going back and forth between that and the Frozen North map, looking at stuff. Yeah, so we're just all in the forge. Deft is probably actually in the forge. We're just in the forge room. I will say during the time you do wait, Patrick, you watch as like they fight these undead, but every time like a dwarf dies, they get back up and start fighting the dwarfs.
Oh, so Thulman's forces are slowly turning on him.
They're still doing okay, but it's definitely causing like a large delay. Like their forces are far better off. There's probably, not 40,000 on the nose, but close to 40,000 versus like the 580 zombies they're currently dealing with. But it seems like every time something dies, something brings it back up and it creates more soldiers. So they might be able to deal with it in total, which is not impossible, but it does look like at least a good hindrance or problem.
Thinking maybe if we just have people on the inside here and learned that we know the dragon isn't here. Maybe that's why he went for projection, but you have to be able to sense that you were viewing him. Otherwise, I don't see why Patrick wouldn't be able to see it.
I think they're pretty much experts with matters of the mind. I would not be surprised if with some sort of projection.
Wasn't there a brain that affected necromancy?
It was.
If there are undead there, do you think that brain is controlling him?
Most likely.
With no actual mind, how are they controlling it?
I think the brains are tied to mages, so they keep some of their magic abilities. And that brain's specialized in necromancy.
If that's
So
the
it's
one
probably more
Patrick saw
magic.
them transporting, we should probably try to go take it out.
Mm-hmm.
That brain was in the tower when I rechecked, right?
No.
Yeah.
It looked like they were moving it away from the castle somewhere into the mountains near the castle, but you didn't see it when it was back out there.
Yeah.
Well, if we could get an opportune time, I could probably teleport us in or close to it. Bombard it hard and fast. Where they get a chance to find out what we're up to.
You have to find it again.
The moment we hit the first one, they'll know what we're up to.
They already know we plan to target the brains. They've been listening, haven't they?
We better kill him fast then.
If the dragon is back there, that's not gonna end super well.
Whether or not they believed us, we tried to convince the one entity that could hear what our plans were that we, in fact, were not going to do a special operation. You were all going back to curse.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not he believes us, who knows? But we tried to sell it.
Alright, Patrick comes back. No, there is no dragon. I even went as far as to find Floman's Bane forces fighting the pack of 560 undead that you mentioned.
It was only like 100 when I saw him.
Yes, well, every dwarf that dies joins the cause.
That's not good.
You're gonna get overrun at this rate.
They seem to be holding well enough. With enough time, they'll get through.
We could go over, lend a hand, and I could save enough magic to teleport back. Things go south.
They did not appear to have any clerics there, no.
We could drop a Theris on them. Tactical Theris?
They have clerics. They do.
Oh, they did? Oh, okay.
They have way more than we do. They're the proper army, we're the flanking army.
Gotcha.
Our main objective.
Crank up
Destroying
level 9 Spirit Guardians. Get a Sanctuary on me. Drop me in.
To mow them down, yeah.
Yeah, it seems like anyone who they like Fulman Bane alone. If they wanted to take the mass approach, they probably could. They may be taking this approach for a different reason. But also, I would say, Patrick, you would notice, and you're not 100% sure, but you remember them from there before. It seems very inconvenient, but that guy who was really good with fire did not seem to be there, nor his bodyguards.
Well, we were told the Alaman soldiers went and helped Kurz and SMD went back there.
Yep, but you did notice their individual absence.
Okay.
Basically, you can just confirm that that is a correct assumption.
Was Tess with that group, or was she with a different group?
She was with that group.
You didn't see a dragon. You might have seen, she might have been in human form, but you didn't see any dragons on the field.
No, I did not. But no dragon flying around the city. None at all.
Well, mediations might be back up. Should we try to send out some messages?
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
You go first. I can only contact one person, and they're busy complaining about moving a giant brain.
She would.
They did go to Patrick's favorite place, though.
Yes, Leah sends lots of pictures of ants.
You get every single heart color on every single one.
The efficiency is just amazing.
There's a bunch of them in like a perfect line, marching.
Oddly enough, there is a place there for cider to be placed. Either convenient or meant to be, you're not sure.
Perhaps meant to create a cider too. One for the ants and just never got around to it.
Oh, also, Patrick, we'll say as we get into the evening hours of this day. So like 6 o'clock.
Okay.
At 6 o'clock exactly on the nose, a number appears on your HUD and just starts moving downwards.
Like a timer?
Mm-hmm.
Where did it start at?
I won't make your own intelligence check as you kind of look at it. It's like 4 days. And it's just like a rolling countdown, counting down from the 4-day marker.
We have 4 days to do whatever it is we are doing.
Hmm?
The universe has told me this.
That long, huh?
2 to get there, 2 to do whatever it is in there, and then on the 4th day, who knows?
Well, then we better get started.
It is that thing's coming from. Who sent me that? Who sent me that?
Like a server notification.
Server notification. Am I going to die?
Wait, hang on a sec. Patrick,
Uh-huh.
did you put the end of the world in your calendar?
Let me check.
Well, the interesting thing, because you do come from essentially a form of Earth, this is not in English or anything. It's like in alien characters, but you understand them.
Oh, it's wingdings.
It's wingdings, yes. It's basically wingdings.
Do you think Altwyn has sent some kind of message from the ship? Whatever it is going to happen in 4 days?
Hey, Kalsto, this isn't just a countdown to Patrick's birthday, is it?
Roll an insight check.
He's checking his calendar.
He's checking his manufactured by date. This is most certainly not your birthday. You know the date you were made.
No, I meant Kid Patrick.
Oh! No, it has nothing to do with the birthday.
Okay.
Does he have...
Is this a self-destruct countdown?
I mean, it's not a self-destruct countdown.
Is this how much time I have before the ship explodes?
Meh. That's a great question, Patrick. In fact, I'm going to go use the restroom really quick. I'll be right back while you think about that.
Also, hello, Doug.
Great question.
Hello.
Tune in next time.
Oh, it's beautiful.
No. Oh, when you crazy man. You want me to go there and then you're gonna blow me up.
I think Elwyn rigged the ship to...
Of course, yeah. He sent me coordinates to get there, and it took too long, and I was just like, well, time to blow up. My main goal is to blow up and act like I don't know nobody.
It took too long. Now your ship is gone. That's what happened.
What brings you here?
Man, no, I'm gonna need to, like, take a quick hour nap, go back, and try to astral project onto the ship. Because I haven't tried that yet, because I've been scared.
You haven't tried that yet. We could probably check it on Curzon too.
I cannot get inside of the prison facility, only you can do that. I can only observe it from the outside.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, so as that thought crosses Patrick's mind, he immediately like powers down to go into a short rest to get his key points back.
Yep.
Does he say anything out loud, or?
Oh, that might be a self-destruct sequence. Powers down.
Nice. Alright, so he powers down to recharge key points.
So, if that is, how big of a blast radius do you think it's going to be?
Safe travels.
Tanya, in your expert opinion.
If you had information for Tanya, Tanya probably could figure it out. Unfortunately, Tanya is not familiar with what would be in the calculations involved. You probably need Patrick for this, or a combination of the two. But unfortunately, Patrick is in power down mode.
Yeah, because he went in crisis mode. He's like, I need to actually try this thing I've been putting off, and I need my key back. Wait, I need my energy points.
So we gotta wait for him to power back on?
What calculations for that kind of explosive?
What? Tanya needs to know the calculations for every kind of explosive.
I mean, it just depends on what it is.
Look, if that's going to wipe out this entire area, we need to refocus efforts on evacuation.
We can open up gates to send everyone through.
Well, we have 4 days. I don't know about you, but I can't open a gate that far. I mean, given enough time, I could open one. Oh, I don't have my gem anymore. If I could get the materials together, I could open one to another plane.
Do we know any nice planes?
You guys?
I don't think so.
Let me check my
only-
notes.
The only planes we've been to. So there was Satesh's house in its demi-plane. There's the Abyss, so all the layers of the Abyss you went to.
But I got
Some of
teleportation
you-
circles that I can open up gates to.
Most of them have been broken, though.
So you got
You have the one
Kelsto's
back
on a
in your
different
hometown.
plane. West Karana.
That one you
Perch is
need.
destroyed.
Golden Perch is destroyed.
South
Your
of
hometown's
Gray.
destroyed. South of Gray exists. That's where your house is. You guys have never gone to go see.
Yeah, and Satesh's place on another plane. Those are the ones I have.
Retired.
Satesh's plane and anything on Leah's world requires a plane shift, though. Because those are in other
But we
dimensions.
got the home base south of Gray. We don't know what's going on there, but
That is
it's
the new
probably
capital
better
of
than
the
here.
Arcanum.
Well, that might be our best bet. We're not going to know anything until Patrick wakes up, though. But
How
if
many
this
days would
is...
it take to get to Druben? Or the cave?
What's that?
How many days would it take to get to the cave or to Druben?
Depends on your method of travel.
The-
You can
the-
take a fast approach, but they're more likely to see you coming. You're not going to be able to go underground unless you take the majority above ground first, because right now it's 2 days of pretty quick travel above land to get there on foot. Going underground would take you about a week if you did the whole distance. You could potentially teleport somewhere near there too. It's just hard to say. That's up to you guys.
Yes.
And there's also a lot of information you still don't have about. I guess the dragon doesn't matter as much at this moment. We still have some time on that one. But it's up to you guys. Or you can wait your hour for Patrick.
Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. I think we go to Druben and we hope that blast takes out the majority of the brains. I know. Did Cider say he could help us find the brains?
Cider can potentially help. Anyone who's connected. So Jason or Cider could potentially help you. Cider is not very mobile, though.
Would Cider have to be here to help?
Cider, he would at least, if you wanted his help to kind of ID where things are, you'd probably need to bring him to the keep.
Okay.
But the same thing, if they sense how he can sense them, they'd probably be able to sense him also.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Jason, though, maybe.
Jason could also sense them if he's here. It exposes him a little bit, but you can always use magic around that. But yeah, as long as he's open, he hears all the same shit they hear. And he's also a tracker and a ranger.
Well, we could do that. We'd have to...
Kill raises his hand.
Yes, Kel.
You said we wait for the blast and it might kill the brains? How big is the blast?
That's
That
what
is
we need to wait for
a-
Patrick.
Excellent
Alright.
question, Kel. I assume we'll know in about an hour.
Okay. Oh, I gotta get Patrick's present. I'll be right back. And he runs off.
This man's doing his best to try to make me like him.
Okay. You guys do anything, or you literally all just sit around Patrick for an hour waiting? Like, come back.
You can't just do that to us.
We'll keep discussing, but
Okay. We'll say about this point, you guys continue your discussions, but an hour elapses, and Patrick, you wake up, key points refreshed, and everyone looking eagerly to your awakening. Except for one individual across the room.
What?
You see Kale walk in, and he's holding a jar. He's going to walk across the room as you wake up, and he hands you the container.
It's empty, right?
Do you shake it?
Is there anything inside?
It's not see-through. It's just like a little tin jar container with like a screw-on lid.
Okay.
You shake it?
Yeah.
You hear something kind of clanging around inside, like a piece of metal or like a coin or something?
I look concerned to the rest of the group, and I hand it off to Death.
no, that's for you. Go on.
Okay, unscrew it.
As you unscrew it, you begin to lift. You see this bright light emanating from the inside, and he's lifted up. It's a coin with light cast on it. And he just eagerly looks at you for approval.
Blank stare.
I couldn't find the sun, but I thought this might be okay.
Excuse me for a moment. I put the can on the ground, and this time my target is I'm trying to project into the ship. I'm trying to get on there. I haven't tried to do that yet. I'm trying to become a hologram on the ship and start wandering around.
I think that means he likes it.
You watch the dots appear. He's just kind of confused.
Thinking about it.
As you project to the ship, you appear, and it's just in orbit mode. It's making small adjustments to keep its orbit.
Oh,
and
that ship.
Oh, which ship?
Oh, well,
Do you want your ship or the ship?
The ship that's going to explode.
You don't have any knowledge of that ship.
Okay, well then, this is cool too. Let's go there.
Yeah, your ship's just sitting in orbit. So there's two unconscious people in hibernation. The ship looks fine.
Is the gym knight within view?
You go look outside?
Yeah.
You see the big ass Gem Knight in Voltron form just connected to it. Holding on. It's just orbiting around with the ship.
Yeah, I'm going to try to send that thing a message.
Sure. What do you want to tell it?
Emergency reactor meltdown within 4 days. Assistance needed on the planet.
Okay. You go, nothing immediately happens, but who knows? Maybe it takes some time to get there.
Yeah, maybe it takes some time to get there. Yeah, so I misfired. That's about it. Cool. Yeah, I come back pretty quick after that.
Tails right in your face with the jar. Are you okay?
Making encouraging motions behind Kale's shoulder towards Patrick.
Yes, I'm operational.
Oh, good. And he's going to put the lid back on. We'll save the rest of that for later. Glad I could help.
Yes. Glad you could help.
He just looks really proud of himself, and we'll go sit down.
Why is everybody staring at me?
Is the door for the forge closed?
Nope, it's just us still. Well, yes, it's closed. Sorry.
I think that it's going to explode. Do you have any idea how big of an explosion it would be?
Comparing it to when I've saw it in space, can I get an idea of how big of a reactor that would need?
Roll a D100 as you try to query and get information about this, because you assume there's one, but you're not sure.
I'm gonna reroll.
Fair enough.
This is funny.
Okay. As you try to gain access to information, you get little bits. If it's a core, because really the most explosive thing on it would be its core. There's, not necessarily a bunch of weapons or explosions that'd be an issue, but if it overloads its core, you're looking. Let me whisper it to you. You can choose what you do with this information.
Prophecies are the medium through which we are able to go to any of the telescopes.
Always love it when
and use them to observe
that's the preferred method.
strides in the art of divination. You may use lenses for more precise telescope control. In time, you will be granted access to a greater Initiates are not allowed this privilege. Our equipment is far too delicate. I may forget
There you go.
the shattered lens. Speak with Galila if you wish to purchase lenses.
So how the northern continent is structured. So there's the northern area, like the frozen north and everything that kind of is west of this. Then there's the Briars, which is kind of like a wasteland that's just covered in like this uninhabitable area with tons of giant thorns. And then you get to northern Arcadia where all of our kingdoms are, and it goes all the way down, and then all of southern Arcadia is under that.
Okay. So
I hate how you started describing the continent.
yeah, Patrick's like stalling a bit as he's trying to figure out how to deliver this information. It is very, very quiet and very, very tense. I need to ask a clarifying question.
Mm-hmm. That is a good question.
Mm-hmm. A ship of that size, in order to be able to do a warp function, would need a considerable amount of power. If that power is compromised, we're looking at the entire northern continent of Arcadia being compromised if calcs are high. If it is not that much, if it is a smaller reactor, we're just looking at most of the North Pole.
That's not great.
4 days. 3 days and 23 hours.
That's really not great.
3 days and 22 hours, 50
Okay,
minutes.
you could stop. No, it's okay.
She's going to kind of conjure up as much of the ship as she's seen with some stuff as perspective. Like this one?
Yes, that is the ship of which I was referring. Although you're missing quite a lot here, and there. Because I saw that thing in space.
Okay, so
that looks like probably a 6th level Dreadnought class.
When you say
Depends on if it was a civilian or a warship. That's one thing I'm not certain of.
For Patrick, this would be an alien craft.
Yeah, but like I could still.
Yeah.
Was it designed for military or was it designed for civilians?
My understanding, it was a science ship. It was supposed to hold specimens and prisoners from various worlds. I guess to analyze them. That's what David told us. Yeah.
So it's a custom job.
No, it's a science vessel, which is probably in between the two. Okay, so we're probably looking at the entire north at risk. Not so much the entire northern Arcadian continent.
How far down do you think the explosion will go?
Are the briars below or above?
Low.
It will probably consume the entire briar region.
Hmm.
3 days, 23 hours, 45 minutes.
Basically the top third of northern Arcadia.
We have to stop.
Or just let it take its course and everything dies and us along with it.
Yeah, I've already died to mass explosion one time. I have dedicated myself to never dying in the same way twice. So,
Oh, you mean that?
No can do.
You mean that small little fireball that happened over Curzon the day we met?
Small little.
I ate it. I put that in my mouth, dude.
This thing will be approximately 5 million times that size.
Yeah,
Small
no thanks.
little
No thanks.
fireball.
Okay, so we've got two options. We can either go to the ship, try and figure out what's going on, or we can start trying to evacuate people.
Evacuating an entire continent in 3 days, 23 hours, and 40 minutes is not feasible.
That would literally take, Techno, that would literally take like 200 years.
You don't need to evacuate the entire continent, just the cities in this northern area.
No, the entire northern continent. So you will leave all the barbarians in the north to their fate. You will leave all of the people to the south and west of Curzon to their fate. This is far bigger than just a Curzon issue.
We have to go to the ship. We have to figure out why this is happening.
That is the only way in which you want to preserve the most life.
Okay,
But knowing if we are assuming it is Elwyn who has done this, which we are not certain of, then perhaps he has already done a risk analysis and he considers the hive mind to be worth destroying the hive mind to be worth more than a third of the Arcadian continent.
or maybe there's something else going on. We're not going to know for sure until we ask Altman. So, we've got to prepare for an expedition to the ship.
Would anybody like to try sending him a message?
We could try.
It's not answered the last 10 I've tried, but sure. I'm gonna send Elwyn a message.
Mention something about the countdown. Perhaps that will pique his attention.
Yeah, I'm gonna send a message. Hey Elwyn, what's with the countdown? That's all.
Roll D100. Don't get any response. You don't gather he's like dead, but no response.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you try talking to him about something like cheese? Something that's really meaningless, but something that would really catch his attention.
Three days, 23 hours, 35 minutes.
To me, it sounds like the Emperor's declared exterminatus on us.
Yes, that is a good way of phrasing it. You are correct.
Ah, that Emperor, huh? Sounds like a dick.
Not quite as easy as to appease as a...
No, there's got to be more to it than this. In my
as a
experience, explosions don't do too well under... Like, they don't get through ground very easily.
Arby,
Mm-hmm.
this explosion is like taking the sun and putting it onto our planet for 3 seconds.
Ah, but the sun is small.
No.
Yes! That actually gets an actual chuckle song.
Oh man.
Look,
This is
I'm just
great.
saying, a surface explosion would have a lot of trouble completely wiping out all of the void spawn. Especially if it's trying to kill Raksha. If they're deep underground, a surface explosion isn't going to do it, even a really big one. There must be more
If
to
the goal
this.
is to destroy them, then they're going to use something that can do so. Hiding
Mhm.
underground would be brought into the thought.
I don't think whoever triggered that did not comprehensively think it out beforehand.
If it's Elwyn, of course he did. He's really
Yeah, that's
smart.
what I'm saying. He probably thought this through a whole lot.
I have had these coordinates in the bottom of my vision for the past 2 weeks, and I've been trying to get there, but it has been
What?
very, very, very difficult.
What coordinates?
They lead me towards what I assume is the area of the ship, and I'm gonna like start walking like walking into the wall in the way that they go down closer to 0,
he,
0.
he points northeast.
Okay.
Well,
She's
then.
gonna like find a table, lay out a map. Of like the northern area. Are the coordinates?
Yeah, I did this calculation already. Can I just instantly point out where it is?
Yeah, because our maps don't use any type of coordinate system, but he already kind of figured it out based on traveling around. And he points right at the 15-foot area I put on the Frozen North map.
All right.
It's basically the
You'll-
base of the cave.
Do we
You'll have
leave
to
tonight
relink
or
it.
tomorrow?
We leave today.
Yeah.
3 days, 23 hours, 30 minutes.
Patrick, we get it. Can you relink the map for me? I had crashed it.
What's it
Okay,
going?
well, I can probably get us. I think I can get us there.
You've never been outside the mountain. You've been in the ship, and you've been in the crystal cavern above, which collapsed on top of the mountain, and you've been where the Yetis are. So basically, your direct options are you could try to shoot inside because it did like propel itself down into the ground below it before the mountain above it was destroyed, or you can go to your friends.
Now, if we could get a scry there, I could reliably get us there. It'd be an easy trip. We'd also know if there's anything waiting for us right there.
Sullivan, did you deal with the individuals already?
They're alive, but I've made sure they're known.
We need to inform somebody of this development. Because if we just leave, would that be better or worse, actually, for the cover story?
We would just need to leave.
Well, we could still inform the king, at the very least, so the head knows.
And have him do what?
Great point. Let's go.
Make plans according.
The plans he will make is he panics and dies.
Normally,
think
I would.
You're underestimating his courage.
Normally, I'd be all for informing the king as giving the king as much information as possible so he can make a decision.
Well, you
And
don't
while I'm
need to
not,
give him
saying that we should not tell the king, what I am saying is that the lad is right in that there's nothing the king can really do. We should tell him. We should tell him what we are going to do, and then we should just go do it and leave him to do as he wishes.
I agree with that. We don't need to give him all the details, but at least telling him that we have something urgent we need to deal with. We'll at least give him the knowledge that we're not going to be here. We do that, then Taya, can you get a scry?
Leia's not here.
Is Thea not?
Nope.
Wow. Thea wasn't one of the marked individuals, right?
Oh gods, no.
No. Why don't you ask Theris where she is?
I was about to say, do I know where she is?
You saw her this morning, but she's just been out and about doing stuff. You haven't seen her in a little while.
We can get her help. She can scry the location and then we can go. Deaf Baron, do you two want to tell the king what he needs to know, and Theris and I will go get Thea?
I still recommend.
We're just telling him that we need to go.
And once it's known when it's need to go and we're not in person.
So they'll have a private conversation with him. Look, they're going to notice we're not here, whether we're here or whether we tell them or not. I don't know what you're worried about, Solomon. We're not telling them where we're going or what we're doing. Just that something urgent has come up that we need to deal with.
And once we leave and the hive mind realizes we're not in person, they'll know that we at least know someone is feeding them information.
Okay, and so when we don't tell him and then leave and they realize we're not in Curzon, what has changed there other than we didn't tell the king?
Do whatever you want.
I will. Daft Baron, can you tell him?
Aye.
Thank you. There's, let's go find your sister.
I'll look to the south. If you want to check to the west or north.
Nods. The two of us will spread out and try and find Thea.
Sure, roll an investigation check as you just scurry about. Or perception.
Days,
I don't care
3
either.
hours, 20 minutes.
Thank you, Patrick. That's like the best thing that could go. It's like the constant reminder. Like, the world is going to end.
Not the world, just the northern part of this continent.
That's if it's a low explosion. If it's a high explosion, I don't know, man. I don't think the world's recovering.
Well, I mean, for context,
it's an extinction
think
event.
about it.
Ari and Theris, you guys look around, but you don't manage to find Thea. There is, to be fair, a lot of people here, but you don't seem to locate her. You're not exactly sure where she is.
We'll continue searching for a bit before returning to the others. Also for context, dirt is even fairly effective at stopping nukes.
And
I'm just like, dirt is very effective at stopping explosions.
This is a fantasy game.
My bath could be really bad. You never know.
We're gonna go talk to the king.
Okay, so the two of you go to talk to the king.
Yes.
Easy enough to do. So you gain audience without issue. What do you want to tell them?
Will not take me.
Oh.
Yeah, I break into song and dance. Thank you.
Give a beautiful ballad about how fucked we are.
Not bad, huh? Uh-oh, techno down. It shows you disconnected.
Oh. I'm
Well-
going to guess that mine must have flickered or something. So it locked me out of that on that too.
According to Rust Bucket, it is.
Hold on, wait. Reload.
It's just,
Sorry.
well, it's
This is
the
my
king, the two of you, and like his bodyguards.
Do we know which one's Solomon marked?
It's nobody in this room.
I think I was I warned that there was somebody following me? Did Solomon warn me? Did he see that and he warned me about it or no?
I don't think I would have been able to.
I think you were just, maybe Kalsto was just telling me so that I would remember.
But you've,
Tell him.
at this point, they're not a real concern. That was earlier in the day.
Okay. I didn't really do anything exciting today, so he probably got bored.
Yeah, the 5 that are infected here are just kind of passively collecting information as they find it.
I don't know how you would go about describing how bad it was. But really bad would be not the correct severity, if you get my meaning.
It proves challenging. I just actually heard from my brother's team. It seems they've had a little bit of an undead issue.
Well, you know what? This is how I would best describe it. You know how there's a lot of really bad things going on right now, and things are really not good.
Yes.
Well, if we don't deal with this other thing, and I wink at him, then nobody will have to worry about the other things. Ever.
Oh.
Patrick has informed us that in about 4 days the ship will explode.
Ship? They're not familiar with the ship.
There's a alien craft in the north, nearby Druven.
This explosion, how big will it be?
Apparently the size of the sun, which doesn't make any sense.
You know what, Tanya? I need Tanya to just roll her own intelligence check real quick. So, like, Patrick has all the different components and math for it, based on the calculation he has. Unfortunately.
You want to flash and genius that?
Yeah, I'll flash.
16.
Still not enough, unfortunately.
You have luck, too.
Oh, shit, you do.
Oh shit, I do.
I was like, you don't have any more inspiration.
What? 20?
You can burn more. We got a free day. No combat.
You gonna go for 20 or you want to do it again?
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll luck it. No, it just doesn't.
Give us a
Wrong
third.
direction.
Third.
Yeah, might as well do the last luck.
Natural 1.
Wow, this math must be complicated.
I'm so glad for invoking this.
Thank you.
Not
Brad.
sure. You're getting used to these new calculations, and you're trying to calculate it in, and something about this doesn't look like. You're trying to find like a formula that matches this model better, but you haven't quite figured it out yet. Something about the number that Patrick's giving you just seems off, though, with the calculations you've got so far. Maybe you're missing something.
I'm also stupid.
He's been hit in the head a lot.
No, I was stupid ever since I got ever since I got into this processing system. The other one was so much better.
Downgraded.
Downgrade.
I move fast, but at what cost?
You used to think fast, now you move fast. You've just reallocated speed.
Alright, so what's your plan? You speak to the king?
I guess we're getting ready to go now.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah, well, while they're going off doing that thing, I'm going to spend another 8 key points, and I'm going to observe the cave entrance if I can.
Nothing at the cave entrance. It's all deep underground. So the mountain itself used to be a very tall crystal mountain.
Yeah, but like, there's not even like lingering void spawn around.
Void spawn had nothing to do with the ship. Void spawn were on the ship. Ship has totally different things in it.
Well, the reason I didn't rush to the ship is because it sounded like the void spawn were going to be swarming that thing. That's why I stopped pushing for it. Yeah, that's why I stopped pushing for it so hard. It's because it was like, oh, the void spawn are in the north. You can't go there anymore because they're going to be swarming that thing. That's why I stopped pushing for it so hard.
There are things around there, but there are also worse things than the void spawn that are in that ship.
Okay.
The void spawn were just one of the things that were on that ship.
I mean, yeah, there's Elder God samples on that thing.
No, it literally hit. It's not an Elder God sample. It literally hit an Elder God.
Oh, you're right. Yep. Yeah. Right.
Its corpse is somewhere in this mountain.
Uh-huh. That probably went into this consideration.
But you don't have a way to scry to it, so your teleportation options are limited. Also, are you reaching out to your Dark Elves? To beg for help?
I have been reached out to, yes.
Are you two gonna come?
Yeah. Yeah.
Jason's a little pissed off and wants a little bit of revenge. He doesn't like losing or tying.
I'm gonna.
But you need a way to get here, though. Unless you want to meet on the people.
Yeah.
You see them. They're all here.
I teleport.
All right. You watch his two drow appear. As you see Leah and Jason. Jason looks really tired and grumpy at this point.
Perhaps you could help Tanya with her calculations. She is very, very much struggling right now.
Thank you for sending me the message.
Well, it seems
you've
gotten yourselves in quite the pickle.
Did you tell Leah about the explosion?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's a whisper to death because Leah wasn't visible.
I saw. I didn't read it though. Leah, I will allow you to give Tanya advantage on Tanya's roll, so you get to roll one more time, Tanya.
With advantage.
Nope, just flat.
You have failed me.
Yeah, this just doesn't want me to do my.
Maybe tomorrow, folks. Maybe the next day. Your luck will be better.
I'm just pretty sure it's going to take out the entire continent.
You know, Leah's familiar with the technology, but not from like an arcane perspective. It's not like math. Tanya's like very close on this, and something just doesn't seem right to Tanya, but she can't quite put it together.
Sleep on it.
And I can't do anything because I provided the data.
So, how much have you been informed?
I've got the gist.
Perfect. We need to get to the ship then.
Well, I can help with that.
Did you get her all situated before you came?
Oh, yes. Oh, Solomon, how are you? Hello, dear.
Fine.
Solomon is the only one who gets head pats.
No finger sandwich for you.
You are the only one who gets away with it, too.
Has anyone seen Thea anywhere?
I've not been able to find her.
Why'd you bring Thea here? I'll pull out my crystal ball.
It's a long story, but more or less, she's gained powerful wizard powers.
Who do you scry?
Thea.
I'm trying to think of where Thea is right now. Oh, she's in Penelope's. No. I was trying to remember. Like the town got destroyed. I'm pretty sure she's at Penelope's. Yeah. So you just see her. She's at Penelope's with Douglas.
I raise an eyebrow towards Theris. Sister PS5.
What? Do what?
I'm Leah is raising her eyebrow at you. She's holding her
I
crystal
just
ball,
looked back
scrying.
at you kind of questioningly, like, did you find her?
Your sister is at Penelope's house.
You hold up the crystal balls.
So
Supposed to be,
she's
I assume.
teleported from here?
Your sister doesn't know how to teleport. What?
Oh,
Leah's right under your sister.
from...
The pup.
She wasn't there.
Was she not?
I don't think... Was Leah...
No,
there
Leah
during-
Leah counterspelled
Oh!
theirs.
Right. Oh, Leah
The
was there.
pup. Yeah.
Forgot.
The pup.
Okay.
Okay, what is this? Right, I'm gonna scry on, Soren.
You don't pick up anything.
You need a divination magic.
Mm-hmm.
Is Leah aware that Soren's body corrupts? Or is that just us as players?
What's up? Like corrupts in what way?
Like, deteriorates the soul.
That seems like player
feel like-
knowledge.
I think that's fair knowledge.
No, the only thing you guys would really know, you don't know anything really in regards to that. His abilities are like, you know, Theris collects souls, you know of Soren and his different versions, but at a very basic level. You know that the Soren you had died and his knowledge got kind of spread to the other ones. But other than that, you're not really sure how that works.
We'll give
3
another
days.
lever.
42 hours.
I'm gonna sync my my clocks with Patrick's.
21 minutes. 47 seconds.
Easy enough.
Ari's gonna head out and try and take another look for her, ask around, see if anyone's seen her. Kinda quickly fly over people as well, looking for someone who's taller than the rest.
Roll a perception check as you just fly around. Nothing.
Oh man. She comes back. I have no idea where she could be.
She is with me almost the entire time until y'all returned. None of y'all have done anything or said anything to her?
Haven't seen her.
I've been.
I just kind of like
incapacitated most
look
of the
like
day.
accusingly at each of them.
I didn't chance to.
Been a little busy.
I did not see the last. No, I did not.
Blair's a little bit longer at that comment too. Not Baron.
No, I know which one. I know which one. So
All right, adventurers.
Going
What's
or
the plan?
not?
Maybe she looked into a mirror. I lost.
I don't like it, but we gotta go.
Don't suppose there's any way we can communicate with her, is there? Ask her to come back.
Would a sending work?
The communications
That's what
expert is
I'm
with us
okay.
again, and just smile at you.
I am entirely tapped. I'm out of spell slots for today. Sorry.
We have 4
No, we have 3 days, 22 hours, and 41 minutes.
Best
In
thing
28 seconds.
Exactly.
Oakland, you're
I
not
get-
here. You're gonna what?
I guess best thing I can do is start pointing around and trying to message Thea, see if anything goes through.
Mhm. Maybe she's down below.
She's not up here. At least not within range. Did anyone search downstairs?
Unlikely. Takes a while to get down there.
I'll be back. With that revelation.
But Ari, there's only 3 days, 22 hours, and 15 minutes and 17 seconds left.
I'm impressed that you knew that.
Hold on, it was 40 minutes approximately 2 minutes ago.
Are you sure those time differences are strange?
She'll quickly we'll fly down the elevator.
You gotta wait for it to get out of your way. Yeah, roll a perception check as you go and you search down. So you fly down, you go look around.
Duft will go with.
There's a lot more space down here. It takes probably a good hour as you search. You still don't find her though. Maybe she's on the potty.
Bit of a Duft's
Dude, last
perception.
guy who was on the potty freaking died.
Has Duff got a perception?
If you want, sure.
Yeah, I said it, don't you?
Negatory. Can't find what's not there.
Fly back up. Head back. She just kind of shakes her head. We'll have to get her when we come back. I haven't the first clue where she could be.
Oh,
And-
gate down.
Nope. Gate.
Jason.
Oh, I misheard you then. Yep. And she could be... Soren's body, she could be anywhere right now.
I'm gonna cast a spell.
Sure. What spell?
Leah is going to find a table or pull up a chair, start organizing her things, repacking her bag. I'm gonna set a candle out, set the candle for atmosphere. So, Sarah, she's your sister. You've no idea what happened to her? Or where she's gone?
No. Say I know the... now, has Leah been part of the arguments with the others? She wasn't there, correct?
No, she was gone well before that. Or actually, I think she was there at the
She's in
house
the
for
room.
the recent one. Yeah.
So she was,
Very
yeah, 'cause she
briefly.
was there for some of the arguments.
She helped de-escalate. She did not contribute anything.
Right. Say, as far as I know, the others want her dead so they can take that body and use it for other purposes.
You know
Maybe
that's not
they've-
true.
Maybe they've scared her off. I don't know. She was here this morning. We had breakfast together. She helped out during the evacuations. But she disappeared once they returned to the surface, so
You don't know where she's gone?
she did not tell me. She had said she was going for a walk, and that's the last I spoke with her.
Welcome back.
I had a feeling.
And thus far, we've not been able to locate her anywhere.
Appliance at one second.
Sound cutting out, or
No, I was just typing a message. Also, where are we teleporting to?
Well, with a scry, possibly the entrance. It kind of depends on what we see.
Or who's scrying?
I think Leah's the only one that's scrying here.
Yeah, I'll display my ball for all to see. So we're looking into the ship.
To go to focus on the ship. You get the mountain, but nothing beyond the mountain.
Can you get a closer look?
I think I am being blocked by something.
How close can you get us?
Could I try to scry again in David's room?
Or if you want.
Yeah.
Nothing appears.
Well, I could definitely get us in the ship or somewhere on that mountain. But if there's something blocking teleporting in the ship, I don't know where we'll end up. Anyone have any input on that?
The king said we'd have to find our own way inside. I don't think teleporting inside is going to be super safe.
I don't think teleporting anywhere there is going to be safe.
Yeah, but like, I don't think it's a good idea. Outside, probably. We'll have to find a way in.
I do have a map of the cave systems in the north.
After the cave crashed, is that accurate?
Is it?
The north?
Like, does it... When I, like, ping the ship's location, does it look like it's fallen into a cave?
Oh, it's super underground.
Yes,
it used to be at the base of the mountain, and it literally used its drive to drive down into the earth and almost blew up.
I believe this map is accurate. As you can see here, and I'll project it, it used to be up here, and now it is, and then I start swiping all the way down here.
It's also no longer flat. It has been flipped, so it's pointing straight down now as opposed to being a level ship.
Alright, so that's right there is where we should teleport? Is there like a cave entrance there, or?
My plan was just to climb down to it.
We have to get in first, don't we? We get into the mountain?
Yes, teleport outside the mountain, find a cave, and then go down.
Do you know which cave Like, it's gotta have more than one cave. Do you know which cave goes down?
Yeah, because that's another thing we spent the day doing, right? Did I? That is
You
one thing I wanted to
looked
do.
around Druven, not the ship.
Oh, okay. Well, I also thought the ship was at Druven for some dumb reason.
It was the closest human civilization away from the ship. That's how they ended up there. It had the most food available.
We'll leave shortly, but Theris, I do want to find your sister. You didn't tell her to leave or anything, right? You didn't talk to her
No,
about...
I prefer to keep her close to me so I make sure she's protected. And she's also could be of use in this fight. I go through the trouble of putting my sister's soul in that body for it to just run away and not be used. That was the whole purpose.
Or just kind of gives him a bit of a glare at that one.
Alright, so do you guys wait to locate? Or do you teleport to the base?
I think we're holding off for the moment.
No, we really need to either find her quick or we need to put somebody else in charge of finding her because we are running on quite the timetable here.
Do you think she's nearby still, Theris?
Do what?
Do you think she's nearby still?
I've looked everywhere that I could think of that she's been. If she's decided to go someplace else without telling me, she has the power to do whatever she wishes. Be it on this plane or another. I do not know.
How long you guys want to wait?
How long are we waiting?
Patrick, how long do we have left?
3 days, 22 hours, 11 minutes.
Deft, can you cast Ascending?
Yeah.
She might. I don't. Maybe she'll reply. That's the best thing I can think of.
Better make it a quick one.
I'll give it a try. I'll send a message to Thea. Hey, we've been looking for you. Are you lost?
You go to messages, it's weird, it's like a little bit garbly feedback. You don't get a response, you're not 100% sure.
Shrug.
Nothing.
Yeah, just kind of weird feedback.
All right, I will find Thorkel, and I will give him instructions to if they can find Thea if she's here, or if she returns to this keep, to take care of her and protect her, and if possible, inform us as soon as she returns.
Sure, we'll keep an eye out for her. She must be around here somewhere.
And Aye, and just remember, no harm is to come to her. If anybody hurts her, they're gonna answer to the skinny one, and I don't like the looks. I don't like the looks of him. And then I will push for us to go ahead and leave. I am not interested in waiting around.
I mean, there is only 3 days.
Oh.
We've done everything we can to find
21
her.
hours, 57 minutes.
There you go.
All right.
I agree.
They will let us know if they find her. And hey, if you want to look at it on the bright side, if you want to have a silver lining to this whole situation, I'm talking to Theris directly right now. We are taking the one who we're taking the lad with us, so unless he all of a sudden has the ability to teleport wherever he wants, she should be okay.
Everyone should hope so.
Next
All right.
question.
We're
Leah,
gonna put a pin
Jason,
in that one.
Are you two
Let's-
coming with us?
I mean, they're just children.
Who said that? What?
Jason.
What were you talking about?
Excuse
knows
me,
what
why
he-
why is this one here? Point of con.
He knows what you're asking. He's just being dick.
That's a long story. Basically, he got kidnapped, and then we rescued him, and now he's here.
That more or less checks out. Yeah, that one should stay behind.
In my experience, kids don't really grow up all that well on rations. They're not exactly the most.
Oh, it's not rations, it's beef
nutritionally
jerky,
balanced.
miss.
Oh, dear.
I mean, ma'am, sorry.
We offer him other food. He really likes jerky.
Just beef jerky. Nuts.
Dear, can you teleport?
How what? Oh. Yeah, kinda.
Kinda. Well, that's very good for someone of your age.
He's actually an exceptional fireman.
Oh, I'm sure you are. Well, I looked at Jason, eyes that say, like, hold me back from stealing another one.
No. No.
Oh, he's a sorcerer. How lovely is that?
We don't need one of those. I'm more of a free agent. Sorry, ma'am.
Well, that's quite an idea, but I do.
Besides,
recommend
aren't you
should-
guys a little old for kids?
Don't know what you're implying with that statement.
I cast shield. All right, what's your plan? Teleport? No teleport? I'm assuming you're
Yes,
leaving the kid
teleport,
behind.
Yeah. Is Leah and Jason coming?
I don't know. Did you ask her real names?
I did ask her. I did not get a reply.
Not up to me.
I was not listening.
Are you two coming?
Yeah, we could use a little revenge, I'd say.
Alright, so Patrick, right there? Alright, I'll try and get
Wait,
us...
wait. One
I
second.
think It's getting late, guys.
It's getting late.
It's
We're gonna
getting
end it,
late.
don't worry.
It's time to go to bed.
All right, teleport to the base.
Hold on, poor teleport. Alright, Con. Take smoke. Go home.
Don't have a home?
Okay.
That's actually really depressing.
Con. You see Leah like
Oh, my mic was
clenching.
off. I said yes. Sorry.
Okay. Here, Con, we have a base over in actually where she's gonna like
What's
get
this?
some
What's the
paper.
circle? Give him the circle.
Can you teleport using a circle?
I'm sure I can figure it out. I mean, you guys can do it. How hard could it be?
Teleporting along, I guess that you have a focal point, so it's not that bad.
She said fecal.
She did not. No, she said
Is it
focal.
focal?
I heard what I heard. You hear what you heard.
10 years old.
Eared.
10. Hey, he looks over at Solomon.
Yep.
Same team.
She'll write down the equivalent of a permission slip in case anyone gives him like trouble when he tries to go into our a home or our like our base.
You know, it's a funny point. You never actually asked who's been caretaking your home in the many years you've never gone to go see it.
He really did.
Look, we're trying. Ari wants to. Anytime we get even the slightest bit of downtime, there's
Your
something else to
caretaker
do.
has got this thing fully under control. Don't worry.
I don't like how you phrased that.
Don't worry about it.
Maybe we send him to Penelope.
No, let's send him there. It's fine.
No, Penelope
No.
is a great friend.
Don't change your mind.
Penelope does already know him.
No.
She
We're gonna
would
send him to
probably-
Florin. Florin is safe, right?
Sure.
How do we get him to Florin?
Oh, please for spells.
Elf.
Because I mean, I could teleport him, but that's a lot of magic.
Let me double check my circles.
Oh, we're going to Penelope's. Are you coming, Tanya?
What'd you say?
He's going to Penelope's. Because they won't let him come on the mission.
No. I need to go with them.
Bunch of bullshit.
Eastern Gancaster Magic School. That one sounds reasonable.
That's where your house is.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Mhm.
We never did check in with those people, huh?
Nope.
Nope. One day.
I'm taking very good care of it for you. Don't worry. Your Tuesday characters got there before your Friday characters did.
For Friday,
All right.
has just been so busy.
Yeah, I'm gonna draw a teleportation circle.
For the school? Or for where their economy is in your house? Easy enough to do.
Yeah.
So you teach him that. Him and Sock can go that way. You guys teleport to the base.
Yep.
Yep. We'll teleport to the location Patrick indicated.
All right. So you guys
And,
all teleport to the base of the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
We'll pause there for tonight because it's 1:44.
So much talking. Lots of talking.
Don't worry. Next week you can blow up. It'll be fine.
Nice.
Well, thank you for
Also-
running, sir.
Watch it not even be a self-destruct thing, and you just let us on.
You never know.
It was just a malfunctioning button. That's all that was.
What
He
if
totally
what if-
just bumped into the self-destruct button and didn't notice.
It's actually
Wait,
a
what if
timer
it
for the
was
brisket.
just like the oven. I was gonna say, what if it's like the oven timer?
You get up there, you're like, we gotta save it. We only have 5 minutes left. Oh,
What
biscuits are done.
what bakes it for 4? What bakes for 4 days, Nick?
He might have set it to like a really low temperature.
Yeah, he's doing slow and low. It's just a very, very large brisket. And it
That
very,
or we're
very
doing like
tempting.
we're braising in like a dirt pit or something like that. You know, depends.
Well,
Sorry,
it is.
Jeff.
It is late. I am leaving. Good Thank you, everyone who joined us tonight. Appreciate the raids, the
Yeah, have a
follows,
nice night, guys.
and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night for some Lost and Found. I have not heard anything to the contrary yet. And if you want to catch replays, you can do so on YouTube and Rumble. Likes, follows, shares are all appreciated. And I'll find us somebody to raid. And if not, have a great weekend. Night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.